All right, buddy, just want to hammer home a couple of points from that riders meeting. First and foremost, parents, please make sure your kiddo knows their moto number and is up there with plenty of time to spare. We don't want to have anybody miss their moto number today or have anything go wrong. Please have your riders up there as soon as possible. We like 25 to 30 motos in advance. Second of all, if your rider goes down out on the track, parents, we know it's never easy to see a kid go down out there. If we need you parents, we will call for you. Please resist that urge to hop the fence and run out there. We got volunteers stationed in all the corners and out on track. We will help your kids out, and if we need you, we will call for you. And last and certainly not least, from the gate to that white line on the first straightaway, the 30-foot line, it is illegal to intentionally impede the progress of another rider. That is an offense a rider can be disqualified for. The same rule applies from the exit of turn number 3 all the way to the finish line. So keep it nice and straight from the gate to the white line, and from that white line on the tabletop on the last straight all the way to the finish line. And if I could have everybody rise and remove your hats for today's national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud twice last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars the herald spy so gay stream or the rocket drag bursting in air gave proof through the night. Still say does that star go banner for the land of the and the home of the brave.
All right, everybody, huge round of applause for Lily Campbell, Riley Campbell, and Mackenzie Roberts singing the national anthem out here for us. They approached us about halfway through the day, said, hey, we want to sing the national anthem. Can we do that? Huge round of applause for those ladies. Never easy to get up on a microphone and I mean, I'm okay with talking. Singing in front of a lot of people is a whole different story. They did a great job. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? 6 riders coming out of the gate. First rack of balance bikes out on track. They're going to roll half track round number 1. Then we'll load them up, and they'll go all the way to the finish line on round number 2. Try to get a peek of a number plate. Got one rider getting a real good shot in and out of turn number 1, rolling all the way back at me. Lincoln, you can pick your feet up, man. It goes faster that way. This sun is out, and it's not playing games today, is it? Get loud for him, ladies and gentlemen. Last balance bike's rolling down through the second straightaway. Let hear ya. Go. He said, I kind of want to go to the full track, guys. Next lap, Corey, next lap. Pretty good shot at a Grant on the outside as we go down through the first straightaway. Looks like Grant Perrier, Miles White. Oh, they're going to be in that order. Grant and Miles out running 1 and 2 as we go down into turn number 1. I don't know if the mic has ever been sensitive enough to pick up my pen clicking, like all the way down here. Whoa. It's crazy. Down the second straightaway, still Grant and Miles out running 1 and 2, getting a look at a number plate. Oh, there is no number plate. Sitting in third place, coming all the way back to me once again. These balance bikes are going to go halfway around for round number 1. Then we're going to pick up the cones right here, I believe, and it's full track for the rest of the way out. They're racing for a little bit of hardware today, too. The cones are moved. These kids are going all the way to the finish line now, racing for a little bit of hardware on a Saturday afternoon. The sun is out. It warmed up a ton. Oh, we got hype music too? Can't beat it. It's the best musical portion of the day. I think it got played because of you. One more quick little clarification for everybody who is out here running opens. Opens will run their round number 1 after moto number 33 before moto 34 opens. You guys get a little bit of a break. Your first round will be after novice between moto 33 and 34, just to keep any of those open riders from flying over to the staging hill right now. You guys got a little bit, no big hurry. You guys don't got to look at me. Go that way. I'll take care of it. Oh, thank you. It is trash. I just don't have anywhere to put it at the moment. Cheer on these last couple of balance bikes, y'all. I know we got Miles coming down the fourth straightaway. One more rider going through the third straight right now. She's 2. We got 2-year-olds out here in the balance bike class racing on a Saturday going way fast. I don't think I could balance a bike at 2. I'll let you be the judge of that, my parents, but I don't think I was anywhere close to being on a bike at 2. Oh, my mic was on, wasn't it? Gate is down on motor number 9, 13, 14-year-old girl cruisers got Ava Pelster, Madeline Brinker, Ava Fink, Kaylin Holt, Ava Alexander, Peyton Johnson, Kylie Shepard, and to the boogeyman, Casey Myers. In and out of turn number 1. Myers sitting out front right now, followed by the 8 and the gold 2. Looks like Brinker and Kit Kat Holt. We're taking 3 riders on out to a main event out of this one. Still got Myers, Brinker, and Holt out on the 1, 2, 4, and the 6 on the outside looking in. That is Fink and Alexander trying to find a way on up into a main event. There goes Fink around the outside line. Ava Fink sliding on up to the top 3. Kit Kat going to try to give her a little bit of a charge all the way back to the line, but it's going to go Kason Myers, Madeline Brinker, and Ava Fink grabbing up your transfer spots out on motor number 9. 10 is the moto number. More Lady Cruisers. Got a move being made right there. Purple Heart Rider sliding on up to the 1 spot, looking like Burt's, Pavey, Scott, and Carol. Mackenzie Burt's sitting out front right now as we go in and out of turn number 2, taking 1 rider on out to a main event. Got Burt's and the 9 rider Lady J Scott sitting on the 2 spot right now. Again, taking 1 rider on out. Scott trying to put on a little bit of a charge. Followed up by Pavey and Carroll running in the 3-4 spot, coming all the way back to me. Nice move out of Burt's. Going to run it all the way back to the line. Hold on for the transfer spot. Once again, Mackenzie Burt's moving on out of moto number 10. 11 is the moto number. 41 to 45-year-old Lady Cruisers got Abernathy, Westenauer, and Wallace. Got Queen Gina Abernathy sitting out front right now on the Purple Heart Racing ride for this one. Got Miss Kitty on the 2 spot, Grandma Mary on the 3. Round of applause for those ladies going down through the second straightaway right now. Total Points Racing. They're going to do it like this all day long. All the way back to me, hunting some low points on a Saturday afternoon. Low point out of this one going to go to Abernathy. Westenauer and Wallace still doing a little bit of battle for that second spot, coming all the way back home. Grandma Mary putting on a charge coming all the way back to us. Look at that. She said, I'm not letting you grab up second that easily. All the way back to us. Miss Kitty going to get the 2 spot. Grandma Mary for the 3 out of motor number 11. 12's the motor number. Little Tykes, Big Bikes. Got Elijah Holly, G-Money Tune, Asher King, Weston, Shepard, and Asher Luce. Shepard and Luce getting all kinds of tangled up down the second straightaway right there. Luce had a little malfunction. Looks like Shepard going to slide on by. But it's all Asher King sitting out front right now as we go in and out of turn number 3. He's marked Freaky Fast. He's running those factory LSG colors, running for Donovan Long, coming all the way back to the line. 2 spots up for grabs. Asher King going to get a spot, and Weston Shepard going to grab up a spot out of motor number 12. 13's the motor number. 8-year-old cruiser got Anderson, Cowles, Martin Avini, and White along with Bowie. Got Bowie and Avini. White sitting out front right now. Oh, Martin Avini, I'm sorry. Mixing up names. The Freight Train doing it for the Bicycle Shack crew. That's Jackson Bowie sitting out front right now. Got the 4 ride right in the hip pocket. John Martin Avini doing it for the Majesty crew out of Omaha, Nebraska. All the way back to me, taking 2 riders on out to a main event. Battle going on the 3-4. Cal's moving on up to the 3 spot, but it's not going to matter right now. All the way back to the line for a transfer spot. Going to go Bowie and Martin Avini getting your transfer spots out of 13. 14's the motor number. 9-year-old cruisers now got Cool Hand Luke Phillips, got Braden the Bullet Head Holt, Sawyer Penny, and Connor Toussaint Coonan. Toussaint Coonan out on the 1 spot right now. Side by side for that second spot, looking like Holt. Moving on up to the 2 spot, got Penny on the outside, looking in on the 4. Looking like Phillips on the 3 spot as we go down through the section. Toussaint Coonan stretching it on out just a little bit, taking 1 rider on out to a main event out of this one. Moves being made. Penny trying to come around the outside. Holt trying to hold off the whole wide world for that 2 spot all the way back to us. Going to be Toussaint Coonan for the Bicycle Shack crew getting your 1 and only transfer spot out of motor number 14. 15's the motor number. 10-year-old cruisers got Alexander, Boyce, Lynn, Hughes, and Knox the Fox Travis. Got the 6 and the 34 sitting out front right now, looking like Travis and Boyce. In and out of turn number 2, taking 2 riders on out of this one to a main event. Got Lynn and the 16 ride of Alexander back to the 2-3-4. Followed up by Hughes on the 5 spot as we go in and out of turn number 2. Lynn trying to put in a charge, move on up to the top 2 spots. We're taking 2 riders on out to a main event. Looking like Knox the Fox and Austin Boyce going to get your spots 15. 16's the motor number. More 10-year-old cruiser second rack up and taking 2 on out to a main event. Got Noboom, Weberg, Hawthorne, and Tillman. Got Hawthorne and Noboom sitting out of the 1-2 right now, followed up by Tillman and Weberg running 3-4. Here comes Noboom on the outside line, trying to find a way on up into a 1 spot as we come all the way back home. 2 spots available in a main event once again. There goes that Asher Colors around the outside. Noboom going to do what he does best, grab a handlebar around that outside line, just move on over. He's going to grab up a 1 spot. Hawthorne's still in it for the main event, though, going to grab up that 2nd spot in the main event. Here comes a charge out of Tillman all the way back to me. Going to be Hawthorne and Noboom getting your transfer spots out of 16. 17's the motor number. 11-year-old cruisers got Lichtai, Duncan, Collingwood, Powers, Galbally, Dudley, and Tremmel. Looks like Pierce Collingwood sitting out front right now. 6 ride sitting on the bubble for that transfer spot right now, looking like Tremmel. 5 ride sitting on that 2nd spot. That's Galbally. So we're looking at Collingwood, Galbally, and Tremmel 1, 2, and 3. Lichtai on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up to a transfer spot as we go in and out of turn number 3. 09 colors all the way back to the stripe. Pierce Collingwood. Here comes a little charge out of Galbally all the way back to the line, trying to go on by. Going to go Collingwood, Galbally, and the 6th ride of the tank Tremmel out of 17. 18's the motor number. 13-year-old cruisers got Fearing, Galbally, Hughes, Rogers, Hill, Couts, and Gosa. 3 riders on out to a main event out of this one. 3 rides sitting out front right now, looking like Talon Galbally. Followed up by Hughes, and I believe that was the 25 rider Rogers out of St. Charles, Missouri. They're running 1, 2, and 3 right now. J-Rock on the outside looking in along with Couts. But all the way back to me, going to go Galbally, Hughes, And the 25 rider Rogers, 1, 2, and 3 out of that one. 19's a 15-year-old cruisers got Kohler, Ashley, Olson, Stafford, Schwartz, and Strike. Beckett, Strike, and Brody Stafford outrunning 1 and 2 right now, followed by Olson, Ashley, Schwartz, and Kohler rounding out the top 6 all the way back down the 3 straightaway. Strike trying to stretch it out just a little bit, but he's got a whole lot of freaky fast in the rearview mirror. Stafford keeping it nice and close, in and out of turn number 3. 2 spots up for grabs in the main event. Olson not quite able to get to the back of Stafford. Going to go Beckett, Strike, and Brody Stafford with your transfer spots out of 19. 20 is the motor number. 3640 cruisers got Hess, Cash, Pavey, Kepka, and Young. State 2 ride sitting out front right now, looking like Ryan Young coming out of Florissant, Missouri, sitting on the 1 spot. 13 ride back to the 2 spot, looking like Cody Hess coming out of Louisiana. Got Young and Hess right now, looking like Kepka sitting back to the 3 spot, taking 2 riders on out to a main event out of this one. Kepka putting on a charge, not quite enough. Going to shut it on down, save it for round number 2. Going to be Ryan Young and Cody Hess grabbing up the transfer spots out of motor number 20, 3640 cruisers. 4650 cruisers, 21 is the motor number now. Got Hill, Steverson, Brown, Johnson, and Abernathy. Super smooth Abernathy sitting out front right now. He's got Corey Brown on the outside. Purple Heart colors locking horns as we go down through the 3 straightaway. Out on the 1, 2. Gold Cup 3 ride back to the 3 spot, trying to find a way on in. Looks like the Exterminator and Neil Johnson. Mr. Personality moving on up to the 4 spot. Here comes Brown. Going to take a look at the inside line. Got a drag race all the way back to the stripe. Taking 2 on out to a main event. Purple Heart going to sweep the podium on that one. Going to go Brown and Abernathy getting your transfer spots out of 21. 22 is the motor number. 51 to 55-year-old cruisers. Mike Lucas, Drew Jameson, Robert Pyle, and Roger Wellman. Got Lucas and Jameson out of the 1, 2 right now, followed by Wellman and Pyle rounding out the top 4 as we go in and out of turn number 2. A little white line action for Lucas out on the 1 spot all the way back down the 3 straightaway. Still, Lucas Jameson out on the 1, 2, taking 1 rider on out to the main event. Jameson going to see if he can put on a little bit of a charge as we go down through the 3 straightaway. Getting every pedal he can get as we come all the way back to the stripe. Whole shot wire to wire from Mike Lucas. Going to get the transfer spot out of 22. Get loud, ladies and gentlemen. 5 and under novice got a couple racks of them today. Oh, no, only just 1 rack. There's less of them today than I'm used to on a Friday. I'm used to flipping over my sheet and just seeing 5 and under, 5 and under, 5 and under. Got Bennett, Piper Franklin, Zoe Holly, Kean Brazy, and Winnie Cowles. Got Brazy and Holly out on the 1, 2 right now, followed by Cowles, Franklin, and Bennett. 2 going on out to a main event, looking like Brazy and Holly out on the 1, 2 right now. Winnie Cowles trying to find a way on up to the top 2 along with Piper Franklin. All the way back to McKee and Brazy with a little bit of authority on this one coming out of Lawrence, Kansas. Going to get that first transfer spot straight to a main event along with the bicycle shack colors of Zoe Holly getting that 2nd spot out of motor number 23. 24 is a motor number. 6-year-old novice guy, Robles, Harves, Hall, Peterson, and Jackson. Oh, I see Fairy Wings Princess, Piper Harves in and out of turn number 1. Had a birthday recently, moved up to the 6th novice class, sitting out front on this one right now. Got Carter Jackson right in the hip pocket on the 2 spot. Looks like Roman Hall trying to slide on up to the 3. Going on by Peterson. Peterson going to slide on back to the 4 spot. It's all Piper Harv sitting out front right now, leading them down through the 3 straightaway. A little bit of a gap stretching on out. Looks like Carter Jackson still holding on to that 2 spot. Got the whole wide world coming after him. Peterson and Hall trying to find a way on up to that 2nd and final transfer spot. All the way back to me. 2 spots in a main event. Looking like Piper Harv's going to get a spot. And 3 wide back to the stripe. Carter Jackson couldn't quite hold on. Looks like Roman Hall coming on by at the line for that 2nd spot out of 24. 25 is the motor number. 7-year-old novice got Hicks, Agee, Cowles, Welch, Franklin, and Vaughn. Oh, Edwin Welch sitting out front on this one right now. He's got 3 wide right behind him. 120 bike sitting on that 2nd spot. Isaac Hicks. Oh, Hicks going to try to hold on to the inside line. New rider coming around the outside line. Looks like the 23 rider, Kyler Agee. Agee going to sit on the 2 spot right now. Got Welch. Agee going side by side, 1 and 2, taking 2 riders on out to a main event. Oh, lost Kyler down that 3 straightaway. Getting them picked on up. Lost 2, lost 3, getting them all picked on up, checked on. They're all popping right back up. That's going to give Avery Franklin the edge onto the 2 spot all the way back to me. Edge Racing and Hardcore Realty colors out on the 1, 2 on that one. Going to go Edwin Welch for a spot and Avery Franklin for a spot out of 25. What a race. Ha. They're all back up. Give them a hand. 26 now. The motor number 8-year-old novice got Hodges, Deal, and Irizarry. Looking like Hunter Hodges sitting out front right now. Looking like Vivian Deal. Vivi the Vibe back to the 2 spot, followed up by the 11 ride, Liliana Irizarry. out of St. Peters, Missouri. 1, 2, 3 right now. Total points racing on this one, so they'll be doing it like this all day long. In and out of turn number 3, all the way back to me. Still Hunter Hodges wire to wire on this one, grabbing up a low point. Deal had that spot. Looks like Irizarry going to come on by for that 2 spot. Deal back to the 3. 27 now the motor number, 9-year-old novice guy, Monita, Hall, Lamano, Parker, Welch, and Style. Believe that Colton Style sitting out front right now. Yup, got Style, Parker, Hall, 1, 2, and 3. Salamano coming on by for that 4 spot. 2 spots up for grabs right here. Kyson Parker trying to find a way to hold on to his spot. Adel and Hall coming on by. You got Style and Hall, your transfers as we come out of turn number 3. Kyson Parker trying to put on a charge, get that spot back. Adel and Hall took it, didn't give it back right there. Going to go Colton Style and Adel and Hall for your transfer spots. Out of 27. 28's the motor number, full rack of 11-year-old novice. 3 riders on out to a main event. 28's the motor number. Got Sweet, Yount, Marin, Eulery, Opfer, Taylor, Lorenko, and Belcher. Lando Eulery trying to find a way on up to the 1 spot. Feeder off the pedals for your leader. The 9 rider, Lorenko, lost a foot right there. Going to get right back on it. Got Eulery leading him down through the 3 straightaway right now. We'll get a peek of a number plate on the other 2 as they come out of turn number 3. Top 3 separating just a little bit. Looks like Eulery, 598, and the 26. That's Marin and Ryland Sweet grabbing up your transfer spots out of motor number 28. So that was Sweet, Marin, and Eulery. Moves being made. Campbell and looks like Campbell and King out front right now. 29's the motor number at a 12-year-old novice. Got Arnold, Kepka, King, Showmaker, Franklin, Campbell, and Lopez DeWart. Lily Franklin and Riley King out front right now, followed up by Lopez DeWart and Hayden Franklin running 3-4. Looks like Showmaker back to the 5. Taking 3 spots out to a main event on this one. The girls running away with it right now. King, little white line action in that 3rd corner. All the way back to me. Going to be bicycle shack colors of Lily Campbell, followed up by Riley King and Lopez DeWart holding on. Let's see if Franklin can get on by at the line. Antonio Lopez DeWart going to get that 3rd and final spot out of 12-year-old novice. '30's the motor number. I went backwards. 13 novice guy, Visnich, Harris, Lorenko, Morgan, and Howell. 47 ride, Cruz Lorenko sitting out front right now out of Springfield, Missouri. Got a whole lot of Bentley Morgan in the rearview mirror, followed up by the 871 rider, Skylar Visnich, running on the 3 spot. 2 spots up for grabs in a main event all the way back to me. Looks like Lorenko and Morgan going to seal the deal on that one all the way back to me. That's Cruz and Bentley getting your transfer spots out of motor number 30. 31's motor number, 15-year-old novice guy, Gillette, Lorenko, Campbell, and Laney. Opens to staging. Opens head on up to staging. Get yourself ready to roll. You're up in about 12 motos. Looking like the 27 ride sitting out front right now. That's Cooper Lorenko coming out of Buffalo, Missouri. Looks like Henry Campbell sitting on the 2 spot right now. Laney trying to find a way on by along with Will Gillette. A little bit of airtime out of your leader right there out of Cooper. All the way back to the line. 1 spot up for grabs. Lorenko going to get that 1 spot out of 31. What on earth? All kinds of elbow love right there. 664 ride sitting out front right now. Looks like Glassford. 32's the motor number. 3640 novice guy. Monita, Harrell, Pavey, Glassford, Krupa, and Sharp. Looks like Glassford along with the 578 and Mr. Harrell got Sharp. Glassford, Harrell out on the 1, 2, 3 right now. New rider trying to slide on up to the 3 spot. Taking 2 riders on out to a main event out of that one. That's how it's going to go for Dan Glassford all the way back to me. Going to go Glassford. That was Glassford and Sharp getting your transfer spots out of motor number 32. 33 is the motor number. Last rack, a novice opens. You better be up there and ready to roll. 33 is the motor number right now. Got Eilers, Dominguez, and Howard. Alvin Howard and looks like 306 of Jonas Dominguez. I feel like Jonas has a different jersey every time I see him. Hard to keep track of where he's at. Got Howard and Dominguez out on the 1, 2 right now, followed by Skater Boy Eilers back to the 3. Total points racing on this one. They're going to be out here all day long, all 3 rounds. Looking to grab a low point out of round number 1. Howard going to come home with the 1 spot. Dominguez for the 2. Eilers for the 3. That'll do it for the novices. As we get our opens lined up, ready to roll. Going to start with the 8 and unders. This is a big deal, guys. Get loud for them. Let them feel like they're racing for a little bit of money. Gate is down on motor number 4 of 8-year-old opens got Hall, Little, Howard, Pascal, Martin, Avani, Aldridge, Daly, and King. Pretty good shot out of Asher King on the inside line. Looks like Martin, Avani, and Little running 2-3. We come in and out of turn number 1 still. Asher King doing it for the factory LSG crew sitting out front right now. He's got a whole lot of John Martin, Avani all over the rear wheel as we go in and out of turn number 2. 3 spots up for grabs straight into main event. Aldrich and the Bug Pascal doing a little bit of shopping, trying to find their way on up, but Little sealing the deal on the 3 spot, trying to hold on to that last transfer as we come all the way back home. Martin Avani coming on by at the line just about, but it's going to be King, Martin Avani, and Little grab up your transfer spots out of that one. 5 is the number. 9 to 12 opens. Guy, Kelly, Carson, Brindle, Davidson, Laredo Jr., and Johnson. Logan Carson sitting out front right now, followed by Davidson and Laredo. Looks like Kelly hanging on back to the 4th spot, followed up by Brindle and Johnson. Still Logan Carson sitting out front right now, doing it for the throwdown crew at O'Fallon, Missouri, racing for a little bit of money as well. This year, 9 to 12 opens. Davidson and Laredo sitting on the 2-3 right now, taking 2 riders on out to the main event. Going to go Logan Carson and Xavier Davidson, getting your transfer spots out of that one. Second rack, 9 to 12-year-old opens. Got Duncan, Kenton, Nobum, J-Rock, Gosa, and Davidson. Looks like Bash, Nobum, and Jaden J-Rock, Gosa sitting out front right now, followed up by Corbin Davidson and Ivan Kent running back on the 3-4. Duncan back to the 5 spot as we come in and out of turn number 2 through the rhythm section, still taking 2 riders on out to a main event. Got Nobum and J-Rock holding on to the spots right now. Davidson trying to find a way on up in the program. All the way back to us. Let's see what we got coming all the way back to the line. Ad Astor Colors and Nobum going to hold down a spot, and J-Rock Gosa going to hold down a spot out of motor number 6. Oh, did we lose one right there? Just a whole lot of tire action. Deal sliding on up to the 1 spot. Got Deal, Kennedy, and Rogan Kelly. Got Deal sitting out front right now. The Bumblebee seeing if he can hold off a charge out of Kennedy as we come all the way back to the line. Total points racing on this one for your 13 to 16-year-old open. The captain hasn't seen the back of anybody's jersey at a local in a minute. Let's see if he can put on a charge all the way to the stripe. It's going to go Deal and Kennedy 1 and 2 on that one. Man, oh man, setting up a fun round number 2 right there. 8's the motor number now. 17 and over opens. Got Madden, Blake, Tollfree, McCann, and Funk. All kinds of tight racing. Top 4 all bunched up right here. Got Funk, McCann, Madden, and Tollfree 1, 2, and 3. Bubba Blake back to the 5 spot. Funk stretching it on out just a little bit. Here comes McCann. Tollfree trying to find a way on by Madden. Going to tuck it on back for the 4 spot all the way back home. 2 riders going on out to a main event out of this one. Going to go Camden Funk and Austin McCann getting your transfer spots out of motor number 8. Run it again. Line them up. Welcome to the intermediate class. Got White, Miracle, Lacoste, Shea Jr., and McCullum. Oh, can't even tell who's got the edge right now. Tonga trying to find a way on up. Oh, this is 6-year-old intermediates. I'm sorry. We got Tonga sitting out front right now. There we go. Sharp, Shea, Hicks, Miller, Gwynn, Tonga, Brindle, and Towder. Got Tonga sitting out front right now. Austin Miller holding on for that 3rd and final spot. Get a peek of who's sitting on the 2 spot as we come in and out of turn number 3. All the way back home, taking 3 on out to the main event. 67 ride sitting on that 2nd spot. That's Hauer. Going to go Tonga, Hauer, and Miller getting your transfer spots out of motor number 34. 35 is the motor number. 7-year-old intermediates. Got Nacho Eulery, G-Money Tune, and Seth Daly. Pretty good shot out of Nacho Eulery as we go in and out of turn number 1. Looking like Beckham Eulery holding on to the 1 spot as we come out of turn number 1 down the 2 straightaway. G-Money Tune back to the 2 spot. Seth Daly on back for the 3. Is today Seth's birthday? Yes, it is. Happy birthday to Seth. Heard it was his birthday. I didn't know if it was actually today. It's all Nacho Eulery sitting out front right now as they go down through the section. G-Money holding on to the 2. Here comes Daly trying to find a way on by to move on up to the 2 spot. Total points on this one, so every spot's going to count all the way back home as we go throughout the day. There goes Daly on by over that tabletop. A little bit of momentum out of Daly, making a charge for the 1 spot, too. Going to go Eulery, Daly, and Tune 1, 2, and 3 out of motor number 35. 36 of motor number. Now we're on the 8-year-old intermediates. Got White, Miracle, Lacoste, Shea Jr., and McCullum. Looks like 29, right? That's Bo McCollum sitting out front right now out of St. Charles, Missouri. 35 and 68, running 2-3. Carter Lacoste and Christopher Shea Jr. Oh, Shea trying to find a way on by, taking 2 riders on out to the main event. Done. Oh, not quite able to make the move stick on that one. Going to be Lacoste and McCollum all the way back home. Here comes Shea trying to make a move on the inside line. Not quite enough. Going to be Bo McCollum. And Carter Lacoste taking your transfer spots out of 36. There's the motor number, more 8-year-old intermediates got Keegan Lacoste, the Bug Pascal, Tommy Gunn Schulte, Knucklehead Anderson, and Emmett Hall. 23 and the 48 sitting out front right now, looking like Anderson and Pascal. Gordon, I think you got to go. Still the Knucklehead sitting out front right now, coming all the way from Iowa to race a state final pre-race on a Saturday. Bug Pascal trying to hold off the whole wide world. Hall trying to move on up in the program. Not enough right there in turn number 3. Kind of got the shut on him all the way back home. Going to be Knucklehead Anderson and the Bug Pascal getting your transfer spots out of 37. Second rack 8-year-old intermediates. 9 intermediates now. 38's the motor number. Gob, Barton, McDonald, Campbell, Hall, Glassford, Harrell, Halen, Surratt. Oh, 15 sitting out front right now. Get a peek of a 15. Oh, door got slammed shut right there all the way back home. 76 ride sitting out front right now. That's Saucony Fetty Hall moving on up to the 1 spot, followed by Stinky Harrell, taking 3 riders on out to a main event out of this one. See what we got coming all the way back to me. Couple of locals sitting out front right now, looking like Fetty Hall and Dylan Harrell all the way back to the line, grabbing up your first 2 spots. That was Wardhog Barton grabbing up that 3rd and final transfer spot out of 38. 39 now, the motor number, 10-year-old intermediates. God, Hawthorne, Harv sitting out front right now. Believe we got. Ooh. Probably ought to check my number. That'd make a little more sense, wouldn't it? EJ Hawthorne trying to spread it on out just a little bit as we go in and out of turn number 3. God, Alfie Chellis trying to hold off the whole wide world for that 3 spot, but we're only taking 2 riders on out to a main event. Looking like Hawthorne, and Harv's going to get your 1-2 out of that one. 40's the motor number, 2nd rack of 10-year-old intermediates. Got Weberg, Olson, Lorenko, Duval, Tillman, and Luce. Looks like the 108 ride sitting out front right now. Jeffrey Tillman out of Wentzville, Missouri. Got Tillman and Big Mac Duval sitting out on the 1-2, followed by Weberg and Luce running out the top 4. Still Jeffrey Tillman and Big Mac Duval sitting out on the 1-2. 2 spots up for grabs out of the 2nd rack of 10-year-old intermediates. Setting up quite a main event coming all the way back to us. That's how it's going to go. Big Mac Duval and Jeffrey Tillman getting your transfer spots out of motor number 40. 41 is the motor number, 3 wide as we go in and out of turn number 1. Got Curly, Conklin, KB, King, Bass, and Monita. It's 11-year-old intermediates. 41's the motor number. Got the 857 of Dylan King sitting out in front right now. King trying to hold off the whole wide world. Got the 137 ride sitting back to the 2 spot. That's Monita out of Moscow Hills, Missouri. Oh, here comes Monita around the outside trying to find a way to move on up. Monita going to grab up that 1 spot. Here comes King trying to slam the door shut. Monita going to take a little bit of a detour out of turn number 3. Curly going to slide on up to the 2 spot all the way back to me. Going to go Dylan King. Chase Curly grabbing up your transfer spots out of 41. Going to get Alex checked out over there. Lost 1 in turn number 1, I believe. Getting them checked out. We lost 3 of them. 2 or 3 getting them all picked up over there. Looks like we lost Barker. Got Bro and Morgan and Vinny Lamano sitting out front right now, followed up by the 131 rider, Zach Attack Bass. That's Davidson and Barker getting picked up over there in turn number 1. Man, oh man, you hate to see it. Glad they're both back up on their feet. A little bit of airtime out of Morgan all the way back to me. Going to go Bro and Morgan and Vinny Lamano for your transfer spots out of 42. Get a round of applause one more time for one more gentle little reminder to the parents. If we need you guys, we will call for you. Please refrain from jumping the fence, running out on track. We got people to take care of your kiddos. We know it's never easy to see a kid go down, but please resist that urge to run over out on the track and get your kid. We don't want anybody to get hit. We don't want to bad situation to turn into a dangerous one. So parents, please stay off the track unless we call for you. How about that? Alex back up on his bike after a nasty little trip over the berm in turn number 3. Gate is down on motor number 43. Pretty good shot out of Velasquez on the inside line. Got Velasquez, AJ Johnson, the Gladiator Nash, McMorris, London Johnson, Wise, and Martin. Got Velasquez and McMorris sitting out on the 1-2 right now. 49 ride, try to slide on up into the top 3. That's Knox Martin as we go in and out of turn number 2. Going to be Velasquez, McMorris, Martin running 1, 2, and 3, followed up by Wise and Johnson. Oh, yeah. Wire to wire. Rock number 1 for the Edge Racing crew. Looks like Cody Velasquez going to grab up 1 transfer spot. McMorris for the 2nd spot. And Knox Martin for that 3rd spot out of 43. 44 is the motor number. 13-year-old intermediates got Welch, Fearing, Fetch, Penny, Young, Alexander, Hill, and Odell. Got the 5 ride sitting out front right now. The lady in black, Ava Alexander. Got Alexander and Welch out on the 1-2, followed up by Penny on that 3. That's round out the top 3 transfer spots. 25-32 on the outside looking in, looking like Fearing and Mr. Personality Hill. Top 3 separating just a bit as we come all the way back to the line. Looks like Alexander going to get a spot. Adelaide Welch going to get a spot. And Archer Penny getting spots out of 44. 45 is motor number. 14-year-old intermediates. Pretty good shot out of the inside line. Looks like Jabril Belgrave going to grab with the whole shot on that one. Got Kohler, Harris, Brinker, Marin, Slotzauer, and Belgrave. The Falcons sitting out front right now. Jabril Belgrave doing it for the Carnage KCR crew sitting out front, followed up by the 593 ride sitting back to the 2 spot. That's Liam Marin. Got the Golden Peddler Harris back to the 3 spot. Slotzauer on the 4, trying to find a way on up to a main event. We're taking 2 riders on out to a main out of this one. All the way back to me. Looks like Belgrave going to get a spot. Marin trying to hold on. Here comes the Golden Peddler on by. Harris going to get that 2nd spot out of 45. So that was Marin and Harris out of motor number 45. 46 now the motor number guys. Seedorf, Kaser, Kaiser, Svoboda, Jonjovic, Pokup, and Scott. Lola J sitting out front right now. A little bit of airtime, stretching it way on out, followed up by Cheese Dust, Svoboda back to the 2 spot. Got the 529 ride sitting on the 3 of Max Kaiser, followed up by Pokup sitting back to the 4. 2 spots available in the main event. The NAG 5 ride, Factory Dance Factory, DFR, Powerlag, and Lola J grabbing up the transfer spot, and Cheese Dust Svoboda getting the transfer spot out of 46. 47's motor number. 16-year-old intermediates got Fritz, Velasquez, and Kelly. Got Kyle Velasquez sitting out front right now, followed up by Fritz. Here comes Kelly trying to come around the outside, side by side as we go in and out of turn number 2. Velasquez stretching it out just a little bit. Fritz trying to hang on a charge from Kelly as we go down through the 3 straightaway. That's how they're running right now. Total points on this one. They're going to go all day long just like you see it.
Random start. Riders ready.
All the way back to me. Tight one at the line. Going to go Velasquez for the 1 spot. We'll check with staging or scoring for the 2. 14 right of Fritz holding on to the 2 spot on that one. Kelly back to the 3. Oh, lost 1 over there in turn number 1. White line action. Everyone else going to get out of it. Getting our down rider picked on up. Got Pavey, Askew, Carroll, Hicks, Hess, and Mercer. Looks like 91 ride sitting out front right now. That's Tyler Hess out of Wichita, Kansas. Got Hess followed up by the 556 of Hicks and Askew running 1, 2, and 3. Looks like Mr. Mercer's picked up over there in turn number 1. Jason, you all right? He said, oh, yeah. Not happy about it, but he's all right. Coming back to the line, looks like Hess going to get a transfer spot.
Start.
And Ben Hicks going to get a spot out of 48.
Watch the gate.
Not to draw attention, but we're getting a flyover from a vulture right now, guys. That's like royalty. 49's the motor number. 41, 45-year-old intermediate's got McCullum, Barton, Bradshaw, and Dudley. Got Bradshaw sitting out front right now. Bicycle Shack Colors new team pickup looks like. Rolling down through the 2 straightaway. 55 ride back to the 2 spot. Garrett Dudley coming out of O'Fallon, Missouri. But it's all Grant Bradshaw sitting out front right now. Gold Cup 1 ride wire to wire on this one.
Attention.
Okay, riders.
Followed up by
random
Dudley and Barton back to the 3 spot as we come in and out of turn number 3. We're taking one rider on out to the main event. That 1 spot going to go to Grant Bradshaw out of 49. 50 is the moto number guy. Mad Dog Hill, Good Time Steverson, and Skeeter Woolery, 46, 50-year-old intermediates. Here comes Woolery moving on up to the 2 spot. Mad Dog Hill going to fall on back to the 3 spot. Matt, I'm just going to call you Mr. Personality. I know it's your boy's name, but you got about as much personality as I could ask for a person to have. He said, I'm good with that. All right.
Attention.
He's also our formal complaints department. If anybody has an issue, forward it to him. He'll give you a hug. In and out of turn number 3, all the way back to him. He looks like Good Time Steverson going to go wire to wire on this one, grab up a low point. Skeeter Woolery going to get the 2 spot. Mad Dog Hill going to come on back for the 3 out of motor number 50. 51's the motor number got Johnson, Shepard, and Kelly. Oh, looks like Ireland Kelly leading him in and out of turn number 1, getting the whole shot as we come down through the 2 straightaway, followed up by the Nag 7 rider, the Pink Warrior, Peyton Johnson. Smiley Kylie Shepard on back to the 3 spot as we go in and out of turn number 2.
Attention.
Oh, we have more than one girls class. I can actually say welcome to the girls club today. We actually have a girls club today. Little low line out of Kelly as we come in and out of turn number 3, all the way back home, trying to grab up some low points out of round number 1. Going to go Ireland Kelly for the 1 spot, the Pink Warrior for the 2, Smiley Kylie for the 3. 52 is the motor number. Super Sophia Campbell, Mackenzie Roberts, and Fly Rye Brown. Brown and Campbell out on the 1-2 right now. Roberts on back to the 3 spot. Single file as we go in and out of turn number 2. Total points racing on this one. Once again, they're going to do it all day long, racing for low points.
Attention.
Did Riley have a nosebleed like just a little bit ago? That's super impressive.
Watch the gate.
Got like a little piece of cloth. All the way back to the line. State ride for the Bicycle Shack crew looks like Fly Rye Brown going to come on home for the 1 spot. Sophia Campbell for the 2. Mackenzie Roberts for the 3 out of motor number 52. 53 is the motor number. Looks like Seedorf and Holt out running 1 and 2 right now, followed by the 2 ride of Fink. Helster and Lynn rounding out the top 5 as we come in and out of turn number 2. 53 is the motor number. 14-year-old girls experts. Here comes Kit Kat trying to come on by. Seedorf trying to hold on to the 1 spot. Inside lines. They're going to go side by side. Seedorf going to hold on to it as we come out of turn number 3. Holt trying to slide to the inside. Here comes the number 2 ride of Fink all the way back to me. 3 wide at the line. Looks like Fink and Holt going to grab up your 2 transfer spots out of 53. What a moto on that one. Poor Davney led the entire moto. Lost both transfer spots right at the end of it. 54 is the moto number. 41 to 45-year-old ladies expert guy, Grandma Mary Wallace, Miss Kitty Westenauer, and Queen Gina Abernathy. Looks like Queen Gina sitting out front right now as we go down through the rhythm section. Got Miss Kitty and Grandma Mary running 2-3. Nice tight battle in and out of turn number 2.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
It was close. All right, if I could please have Shelly Howard head on over to concessions. Shelly Howard head on over to concessions. That one went Abernathy, Westenauer, Wallace, 1, 2, 3, 55. Now 7-year-old experts got Holly King, Luce, Combs, Shingleton, and Shepard. Got King and Shepard sitting out front right now, followed by Shingleton, Luce, Holly, and Combs running 1. Oh, lost King Combs right here on the 3rd straightaway. Going to get him picked on up. He's moving around. We're going to get him checked out right away. All the way back to me. Factory LSG colors of King. Going to go wire to wire on that one. Going to go Asher King for a spot. Weston Shepard for a spot out of motor number 55. All right, everybody, quick little reminder as well. Head on over to concessions. The line is pretty darn short right now compared to what it's looked like the rest of the day. Head on over there, get yourself something to eat, something to drink. I don't know if we have any pulled pork left, but it's pretty good, and it might be just about gone at this point. Head on over there and get you some if you can. Grill's still going strong as well. Got burgers, got dogs. Kona Ice still over there in the parking lot. You want to get some shaved ice as the day heats up a little bit more. Sun is still out. Don't forget about Opes and Dreams and On Two Wheels Midwest as well if you want to go spend a little bit of money local, support some, I don't like to say local business owners, but some cool little local shops. Go spend your money there. And Miss Alicia's still walking around with the raffle. She's still out there selling bingo balls. I think we only have 7 or 8 on the board as of earlier today, so your odds to win are pretty good. $25 per ball for that quilt handmade by Mr. Todd Harmon. Kane is back up on his feet, y'all. Let him hear you. Get nice and loud. Took a heck of a spill down that third straightaway. He's back up on his feet, going to walk it off.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
56 is the motor number. 8-year-old experts out on track. Got a pretty good shot out of the freight train. Bowie out of the middle of the field. Got Martin Avaney, Bowie, Moorhead, Aldrich, Cowles, and Little. Got Bowie, Martin Avaney. Oh, a lot of John Martin might have lost a foot right there. Pedal is on the ground. Golden Boy going to slide on up to the 2 spot, followed up by Aldrich and Moorhead running 3 and 4 as we go in and out of turn number 2. Still the freight train and the Golden Boy sitting out 1 and 2 right now. Talk about Aldrich and T-Bone Moorhead rounding out the top 4, followed up by Charlie Cowles and getting John checked out over there on the second straightaway. Bike issue. All the way back to me, stretching it on out as the freight train all the way back at me. Going to go Jackson Bowie for a transfer spot. And the Golden Boy, Graham Little, getting that second spot out of motor number 56. Getting John checked out over here on the second straight. Might have had a mechanical issue. Looks like a chain. Man, oh man, had a great start. Put himself at second place out of turn number 1 and just had a foot come off the pedal.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch
Thank
the
you.
gate.
57 is the motor number. Gate is down on our 9-year-old experts. Got Phillips, Howard, Toussaint, Coonan, Holt, Bailey, and Kent. Pretty good shot out of Connor Toussaint Coonan, but it's all juice box arrow Bailey as we come out of turn number 1. Cha-ching, little hole shot for the Freaky Fast colors. Got Bailey, Toussaint Coonan, Howard, and Kent running a tight 1, 2, 3, and 4. As we go in and out of turn number 2, we're taking 2 riders on out to the main event out of this one. Looks like Bailey and Toussaint Coonan holding on for those spots right now. Here comes Clutch Howard and Ivan Kent trying to find a way on up to the top 2. Howard doing a little shopping right now. Connor left that door just a little too open. Here comes Howard moving on up to the 2 spot. Leaves the door open for Kent and Toussaint to try to find a way on in. Here comes Ivan Kent around the inside line. Going to go Bailey, and I believe Ivan Kent for that second spot. We'll make sure with the finish line. Out of 57. 58 is the motor number. Travis Campbell, Alexander, Boyce Davidson, and Noteboom got Xavier and Bash out running 1 and 2. The showdown continues down through the third straightaway. Davidson taking the outside line. Noteboom falling on back to the inside. Going to tuck it on back for a 2-spot. Put it on a drag race all the way back to the stripe. All the way back to me. Let's see what we got. Wire to wire. Top 2 stretching it way on out. Going to go Davidson and Noteboom for your 2 transfer spots out of motor number 58. '59 is the motor number. Laredo trying to slide on up to the 2 spot. Got a little bit squirrely. Looks like Pierce Collingwood leaning down through the 3 straightaway right now. 09 colors all the way back to us. Going to go Collingwood and Laredo Jr. out on the 1-2. Here comes Lake Tie trying to find a way on by. Freaky Fast Colors 2 spots up for grabs in the main event. Lake Tie going to come on by for the 2nd spot along with Pierce Collingwood. Getting your transfer spots out of motor number 59.
Attention.
All right.
Okay, riders. Random
Going back to
start.
motor number 57, transfers out of that one of the 3 and the Gold Cup 3. So that's Arrow Bailey and Corbin Clutch Howard getting your transfer spots out of motor number 57. Gate is down to motor number 60. Second rack, 11-year-old experts got Tremmel, Powers, Vanderpool, Duncan, and Galbali in and out of turn number 1. 6 right of Galbali getting a pretty good shot as we come out of the first corner down the second straightaway. Bentley Galbali out of St. Charles, Missouri, sitting out front on this one right now. Oh, wait, no, that's the 6 ride back to the 2 spot. Whoa. Oh, Tremmel and Galbali sitting out front right now. I was looking at 2 6s. We got a letter. Either way, the 2 6 rides. That's the 8 ride of Tremmel sitting out front right now. Frank the Tank going to come all the way back to the stripe for a transfer spot, along with Bentley Galbali out of St. Charles, Missouri, going to get the 2 spots out of motor number 60. 61 is the motor number. 12-year-old experts got Ghost, Couts, Phillips, and Carson. Silent Assassin got a pretty good shot in and out of turn number 1, followed up by Couts and J-Rock Gosa. Here comes Gosa moving on up to a 2 spot. Couts coming back on by on the inside, taking 1 rider on out to a main event. Throwdown colors. Carson sitting out front, down through the 3 straightaway, stretching it out just a little bit.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start.
All the way back to me. 1 spot up for grabs. The Silent Assassin and Carson going to get that first and only spot out of 61. 62, the motor number. 13-year-old experts got Hattie, Campbell, Galbali, Schulte, Hughes, and Taylor. Pretty good shot out of Galbali. Talon out of the middle of the pack. Here comes Tommy Gunn. Schulte going to move on up to the 1 spot. Gosh, Schulte, Galbali, Hattie running 1, 2, and 3. 10 ride going to move on up to the 3 spot. Here's Colin Hughes. Schulte, Galbali, Hughes running in that order. 1, 2, and 3. 2 spots up for grabs in the main event. Hughes going to try to do a little bit of work, find his way on up, along with Hattie and the Nightmare rounding out your top 5. Tommy Gunn trying to hold off the whole wide world as we come down through the
Okay, riders.
4 straightaway. Looks like Galbali might have come on by, but we're taking 2 anyways. Going to go Talon Galbali and that was Jade the Butcher Schulte. I'm sorry, that wasn't Tommy, that was Jude. 63 is the motor number. God, Hengel, Courage, Showmaker, Kelly, and Wiseman. Here come new rider sliding on up to the 1 spot right now. Looks like the 9 ride. That's Rogan Kelly. Got Kelly and Wise Guy Wiseman running 1 and 2, followed up by Hengel and Courage rounding out the top 4. Maybe missing 1 right there. Showmaker back up on it down the first straightaway. Here comes Wiseman holding on to the 2 spot. Hengel trying to give him all he's got to move on up to the top 2. 2 going out to a main event. Going to go Rogan Kelly, and believe it was... we'll check back with the line on that one.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
That was the Gold Cup 3A Wise Guy Wiseman holding on for that second spot out of 63. 64 is the motor number 15-year-old Experts. Got Strike, Stafford, the Bumblebee Deal, Olson, and Schwartz. Got Strike and Stafford running 1-2 right now. The Bumblebee on back to the 2 spot, trying to find a way on by around the outside. Stafford going to slam that door shut, coming down through the 3 straightaway. Still, Strike, Stafford running 1-2. Did it in Cruiser earlier, trying to do the same in class. Bumblebee trying to get his way up into the top 2, not wanting to hold back to the 3 spot. Pretty good run out of the Bumblebee all the way back to the line. See what we got. Oh, we'll check with the line on that one. Noah was Beckett Strike sitting out front right now.
Watch the gate.
The 5 is the motor number, 15-year-old Experts. Second rack up and taking 2 on out to a main event. Got the Captain Kennedy, the Maniac Palm, Jeff Powell, and Slow-Mo Neal. Got the Captain and Slow-Mo sitting out 1-2 right now as we go down through the 3 straightaway. El Capitan stretching it on out as we come all the way back to us. A little peek over the shoulder. Bicycle Shot going to go wire to wire on this one. The Captain going to get 1 spot in the main event, along with the 37 rider Slow-Mo Neal getting that 2nd spot out of 65. '66 is the motor number, 17 to 20-year-old Experts. Got toll-free Madden. Hello. Got Camden Funk leading him down in and out of turn number 3 right now, followed up by Madden, Tollfree, and Blake.
Attention.
Taking 1 on out to a main event. It's going to go Camden Funk for that first and only spot out of 66.
Watch the gate.
67 is the motor number, 26, 35-year-old Experts. Got Downtown Brown, Kenny Brindle, Darren Nash, Sean Cash, and Freaky Fast McCann. Got McCann and Downtown Brown sitting out on the 1-2 right now, followed up by Brindle, Nash, and Cash. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Freaky Fast stretching it on out just a little bit. Give me a high five. Brindle taking a peek at the inside line, trying to find a way on by as we go in and out of turn number 3. Downtown Brown gave him a little bit of elbow love. Going to hold on to that top 2. All the way back to me. Nag 9, Freaky Fast McCann, and Downtown Brown getting your 2 transfer spots out of 67. 68's the motor number. Last run of motor number 1. Gaspaboda, Novotny, and Hinton. 41 to 45-year-old Experts. Total points racing. They'll be doing it like this all day long. Got Spikes Baboda sitting out front right now, followed up by Novotny and Hinton. 1, 2, and 3. Do something cool. Not that cool. On 2 wheels colors. Spikes Baboda going to hold it down wire to wire, grab up a 1 spot. Novotny going to get a 2, Hinton for a 3. That'll do it for round number 1. Everybody go get a quick little break. Head on over to concessions. Get yourself something to eat, something to drink. We'll take a short little break.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right. Gate is down on motor number 9, 13 to 14-year-old Lady Cruisers. Got Pelster, Holt, Alexander, Johnson, and Shepard. Pretty good shot out of Kitty Cat in and out of turn number 1. Got Holt sitting out front, followed up by the 1 ride back to the 2 spot, the Pink Warrior, Peyton Johnson. Looking like Pelster on back to the 3 spot. On new rider sliding on up by. I believe that's the Lady in Black of Alexander sliding on by for the 3 spot. Still Holt, Johnson, Alexander, Pelster, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Smiley, Kylie, Shepard on the outside looking in, taking 4 riders on out to a main event out of this one. All the way back to me, looking like Holt doing it for the Freaky Fast crew. Going to get a spot along with Peyton Johnson, along with the Lady in Black, and Ava Pelster out of motor number 9. You're welcome. 10's the motor number 17 to 20-year-old Lady Cruisers. Got Carol, Lady J Scott, and Hot Pants Melissa Pavey. Got Lady J. Lady J sitting out front right now. Julia Scott, followed up by April Carroll. That's twice. Hot Pants Pavey running back to the 3 spot, taking 2 riders on out to the main event out of this one as we go in and out of turn number 3. Bikes for the likes of us, colors wire to wire on this one. Lady J Scott coming home for a 1 spot. April Carroll going to get a spot in the main event out of motor number 10. 11 is the motor number 41 to 45-year-old women cruiser. Got Grandma Mary Wallace, Kitty Westenauer, and Queen G Abernathy. Got Abernathy, Westenauer, and Grandma Mary 1, 2, and 3. Get loud for those ladies right now, guys, while they come down second straightaway. Miss Kitty and Grandma Mary out here all 3 rounds. It is not cool out here at all. They're on the heat, racing all 3. Are you guys trying to convince the 6-year-old to jump into turn 2?
Attention.
7, however old. He's young.
Okay, riders, random start.
Queen G Abernathy coming home for another 1 spot on that one. Looks like Miss Kinney going to come home for another 2 spot. Grandma Mary for a 3. 12 is the motor number. Gate is down. Our 7 and under cruisers got Holly, Tune, and Loose. This one is not total points. What you see is what you get out of the 7 and unders. Looking like a whole shot out of Asher Luce as we come down through the 2 straightaway. Got Elijah Holly back to the 2 spot. G Money Tune on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up in the program, get into a main event. It's all Freaky Fast Colors out on the 1 spot right now, followed up by Bicycle Shack Colors of Holly on the 2. As Racing Colors trying to find a way on in, that's G Money. All the way back home, 2 spots up for grabs once again. Wire to wire on this one. Asher Luce going to come home for a spot. And Elijah Holly going to get a spot out of motor number 12. Kason White to staging. Kason White, head on up to staging, please, and thank you as soon as you can. Kason White, head on up to staging. Kason White, need you up in staging as soon as possible. We were grabbing a loaner cruiser earlier. Yeah, everybody who's sitting out in the spectator area right now, remember, the sun is bright. You could be in their position. I don't think I've heard Kendall say one positive thing the entire round. He's like, it's so hot over here. Shut up. No. It's my job to be mean to my brother. He's my little brother. It's literally my job to be mean to that kid. Or lift him up. Have you ever heard of a big brother lifting somebody up? Did your big brother lift you up? Okay, then you were weird. Oddly enough, I think I got little brothered more than anything else.
Random start. Ready, watch the gate.
Bam, gate is down on motor number 13. 8-year-old Cruiser's got Connor the Knucklehead Anderson, Charlie Cowles, and racing Kason White. Pretty good shot out of the outside line. Let's see what we got. Believe. I don't know any numbers. I don't know what I'm looking at. 39 right sitting out front. That's the Knucklehead Anderson coming out of, is that Ankeny, Iowa? Ankeny? Ankeny? Thank you. Got Anderson and Cal sitting out 1-2 right now. Kason White trying to find a way on up in the main event. Had a little bit of a bike issue trying to find his way on in right now. Needing one more spot, taking 2 on out to a main event out of this one. Still the Knucklehead and Cal sitting 1 and 2 right now. That's how it's going to go all the way back to the stripe. Knucklehead Anderson going to get a spot in the main event, and Charlie Cowles going to get a spot in the main event out of motor number 13. 14 is the moto number. 9-year-old Cruisers got Phillips, Holt, and Penny. In and out of turn number 1, guys. Sawyer Penny sitting out front right now. Looks like cool hand Luke Phillips coming out of Lincoln, Nebraska, back to the 2 spot. Outside looking in for the Bullethead Holt, trying to find his way on up in the program is Freaky Fast Colors as we go down through the section single file.
Attention.
Oh, feeder off the pedals for Holt, trying so hard to push his way on up to the top 2. Got a little bit squirrely, saved it all the way back home. 2 spots up for grabs. Sawyer Penny going to get a spot, and Luke Phillips going to get a spot out of 14. 15 is the moto number. I believe that's Alexander, the party animal, trying to find his way on in, moving on up to the 2 spot, but it's all the 200 rider Jackson Lynn right now. Carnage KCR colors out of Independence, Missouri. Got 4 of them coming back to me. Got Alexander, Lynn, Hughes, Weberg, and Tillman out here right now. Looks like Lynn,
Attention.
Alexander, Weberg sitting on the bubble right now. Believe we got Eli Hughes on the outside looking in, outside the top 4 right now. 32 ride back to the 3 spot. All the way back to me, going to go Jackson Lynn, Harrison Alexander, Franklin Weberg, and Jeffrey Tillman getting your transfer spots out of motor number 15 and 16 combined. 17 is motor number 11-year-old Cruisers got Lichtai, Duncan, Powers, and Dudley. Looking like Lichtai sitting out front right now. Might be the state 3 ride out. The 29 bike sitting back to the 2 spot. That's jumping Justin Powers.
Attention.
Followed up by the 22 rider Duncan. Looks like Dudley on the outside looking in. Landon Dudley trying to find a way on up in the program. Taking 3 riders on out to a main event out of this one. All the way back to me. Wire to wire. Freaky Fast Colors. The Lichtai going to get a spot. Powers going to get a spot. And believe that was the 23 ride. We'll check and make sure with scoring. What on earth was that? J-Rod Goza sitting out front right now. Got Couts. I believe he's on a... Is that a full suspension? He's on a mountain bike sitting on that 2 spot, looking like a 797 sitting back to the 3 ride right now. That's a little Taquito of Fearing. Mr. Personality trying to find his way on up into a main event, taking 3 on out as we come all the way back to me. J-Rock Gosa going to get a spot. Count's going to get a spot. And 797 going to get that 3rd and final spot, a little Taquito of Fearing. All right, back to Moto 17. Transfers are Lichtai, Duncan, Powers.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders.
All the way back to me. Ashley sitting out front right now, taking 2 3 on out to a main event. Going to go Ashley, Schwartz, and Olson getting your 3 spots. Good racing to Caden Kohler out of 19. 20 is the motor number. Oh, through turn number 1, got Cash, Pavey, and Kepka taking 2 on out to the main. This is not total points. They're 3 wide down through the 2nd straightaway. Got Kepka sitting out front right now. Looks like Pavey moving on back to the 2 spot. Cash trying to find his way on in. Going to have the outside line down through the 3 straightaway. See what he can make happen.
Attention.
Oh, got a little bit of an advantage. Pavey's got the inside line. See if he uses it. Going to tuck it on back. Chose to be a gentleman today. He said tomorrow's the state race. All the way back to me. 2 spots up for grabs. Going to go Kepka and Cash, 1 and 2. Out of motor number 20. 21's the motor number. 4650-year-old Cruisers got Mad Dog Hill, Good Time Steverson, and the Exterminator and Neil Johnson. Gold Cup 3, that's the Exterminator out of Lake St. Louis, Missouri for the S-Squared Missouri crew. Looking like Johnson and Mr. Personality running 1 and 2 right now. Here comes the 5-rider Steverson trying to find his way on into a main event, taking 2 on out to the main. Oh, he's got the inside line. These guys are choosing to be gentlemen today. They said it's not worth racing for it today. We're not sending anybody today. Going to be the Exterminator and Mad Dog 1 and 2 on that one out of 21. 22's the motor number. Got Jamison, Pyle, and Wellman once again taking 2 on out. Not total points. Got Wellman and Jamison out on the 1-2. Pyle on back to the 3. Single file as we go in and out of the 2nd corner. Onto wheels colors of Wellman on the Gold Cup 1, sitting out front right now, looking like bikes for the likes of us colors of Drew Jameson. Back to the 2-spot, Robert Pyle trying to find a way on in. A little bit of a run out of turn number 3 right here. See what he's got for the guys all the way back down the stripe. Jameson pulling up alongside, going to go on by Wellman. Those are going to be your transfers. Going to go Drew Jameson and Roger Wellman for your transfer spots out of motor number 22. 23 is the motor number 5 and under novice. Got 3 of them out on track. Getting nice and loud for him, ladies and gentlemen. We got Bennett, Piper, and Winnie. Looks like Winnie Cal is sitting out front right now, going through the second straightaway. Got Cals and Franklin running 1 and 2. Bennett trying to find his way on up into a main event. Go, go, go. Cal's got the run right now. Here comes Piper Franklin on the inside line. Winnie left the door open just a little bit. Here comes Franklin trying to find her way on by. Side by side, in and out of turn number 3. Franklin going to take the inside line away, take the lead away. 2 spots available in a main event. The girls just got to keep it upright all the way back to the stripe. Bennett trying to find a way on up. The girls are stretching it out just a little bit. That's how it's going to go. Going to go Cals and Franklin for your 2 transfer spots out of motor number 23. 24 is a motor number 6-year-old novice. Got Robles, Peterson, Jackson. 3 riders on track, 2 going to the main event. Looks like Jackson and Peterson out running 1 and 2 right now. Christopher Robles trying to find a way on up in the program. Once again, this one is not total points. What you see is what you get. Here comes Peterson around the outside trying to find a way on up. Side by side, Brody Peterson going to make the move. There you go. Jackson had a little shot at the inside line, chose to settle on back, said, hey, if we're both going to the main, no point in racing for a row. All the way back to the line, 199 ride. A little bit of track work down the 3 straightaway, going to get him the lead. Going to go Peterson and Jackson for your transfer spots out of 24. 25 is a motor number. Got a few more of them. 7 novice taking 3 on out to a main event. Got Hicks, Agee, Cals, and Vaughn. 23 ride sitting out front right now. Kyler Agee out of Rogersville, Missouri. Looking like Agee in the 120 ride sitting out front right now. Looking like Hicks. Cal's had that 3 spot. Here comes the 181 round the outside. Logan Vaughn moving on up to the 3 spot. Go, go, Gus. Cal's got a little bit of work to do. Single file down through the 4th straightaway. Kyler Agee going to get a spot. Isaac Hicks going to get a spot. And Logan Vaughn going to get a spot out of motor number 25. 26, the motor number, 8-year-old novice. Got Hodges, Vivi the Vibe Deal, and Liliana Irizarry. Got Hodges and Deal out running 1 and 2 right now. This one is total points. They're going to do it like this all day long. This is how they were running in round number 1. Got Hodges and Deal out running 1 and 2. Here comes Liliana trying to find a way on by as we go down through the 3 straightaway. Got a little crafty in round number 1. Let's see if she can do it again in round number 2. Hunter Hodges stretching it way on out, trying to go into the main event with some low points. Going to grab up his 2nd ace of the day. And this time, Vivi the Vibe Deal going to hold on for that 2nd spot. Going to tie it on up for the main event for the 2nd spot out of 26. 27's a motor number, 9-year-old novice guy, Monita, Lamano, Parker, Welch. Looks like Kyson Parker and Salamano out running 1 and 2, 584, sitting on that 3rd and final transfer spot right now. Celiana Monita.
Okay, riders.
Beans Welch trying to find a way on up to the main event, taking 3 riders on out as we come out of turn number 3 all the way back home. Kyson Parker going to come on back for a spot. Salamano going to come on back for a spot. And Monita going to get that 3rd and final transfer spot out of 27. 28's a motor number, 11-year-old novice guy, Yount, Opfer, Taylor, Lorenko, and Belcher. Going to hold on for it this time. Wrigley Lorenko sitting out front right now out of Buffalo, Missouri. Got Noak Belcher back to the 2 spot. 143 right is Sawyer Yount back to the 3.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
All the way back to me. Looks like Wrigley going to get a spot in the main event. Noak Belcher going to get a spot. Sawyer Yount going to get a spot. And looks like Liam Taylor coming around the outside line to get that 4th and final spot. Out of motor number 28. 29's a motor number, 12-year-old novice guy, Arnold, Kepka, Showmaker, and Franklin. Looks like Hayden Franklin and Sophia Showmaker sitting out front right now. Here comes Cale Kepka on the 3 spot. Arnold on the outside looking in. Connor trying to find a way on up in the program. Here comes Cale Kepka moving on up to the 2nd spot. So fly, not quite done yet as we come out of turn number 3. 3 spots up for grabs. They're racing like it's 1 spot up for grabs. Going to go Franklin and Kepka, 1, 2. Showmaker going to get that 3rd and final spot, followed up by Arnold out of 29. 30 is the moto number, 13-year-old novice guy, Vintage Harrison Howell. Oh, looks like Dill Pickle Harris sitting out front right now. Oh, here comes a new rider sliding on up 2-for-1 special. 871 ride going to take them both ways. Skylar Visnich moving on up to the 1 spot.
Okay, Ryder.
Oh, Skylar trying to hold off the whole wide world. Jackson Howell on the outside. Here comes Dill Pickle. Contact made between Howell and Harris. Harris falling on back to the 3 spot. Going to have to put on a drag race back to the stripe. Oh, man. Going to go Visnich and Howell getting your transfer spots out of moto number 30. Man, oh, man, what a ride on that one out of Dill Pickle Harris. Going to go, looking like Gillette, Campbell, and Laney out running out on track right now. 15 novice, 31's the moto number. Has Henry raced ever before?
Attention.
What the heck? Got Henry Campbell sitting out front right now. Blake Laney sitting back to the 2 spot. Gillette on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up. Gillette going to pull side by side with Laney. Got a drag race all the way back to the stripe. But it's all the newcomer. Welcome to the class. Henry Campbell going to come on back for the first transfer spot. Blake Laney going to get the second spot out of moto number 31. 32 is the moto number, 3640 novice guy, Pedro Monita, Kevin Harrell, Hot Pants Melissa Pavey, and Tim Kropa. Guy, Kev Harrell McRib sitting out front right now. Bicycle Shack colors coming out of turn number 2. 188 ride sitting back to the 2 spot. That's Pedro Monita coming out of Moscow Mills, Missouri. 77 ride. Oh, that's the 11 Hot Pants Pavey back to the 3 spot.
Attention.
Okay,
And
Ryder.
Krupa on the outside looking in. Here comes Kev Harrell all the way back to the stripe. Kevin, they're right on you. You got to go.
The gate.
Going to go Harrell, Monita, and Pavey for your 3 transfer spots. Out of moto 32. 33 is the moto number. 46 to 50-year-old novice. Got Skater Boy Eilers, Jonas Dominguez, and Alvin Howard. Got Howard and Dominguez out running 1 and 2. Skater Boy back to the 3 spot. Go, go. Looks like Howard and Dominguez still out running 1-2, stretching it out just a little bit. How we doing, John? Eiler's on back to the 3 spot. Single file as we go in and out of turn number 3.
Ryder is ready. Watch the gate.
Freaky Fast Color is going to go wire to wire on that one. Howard going to come on back for another 1 spot. Dominguez for another 2. Eilers for a 3 out of moto 33. 34 is the moto number. 6-year-old intermediates. Got J Money Sharp, Jay Boucher, Paul Hicks, Ander Bo Bender Gwynn, and the hustler Elaine Brindle. Lance Brindle. Ooh. Oh, I see. I see where we're at. Maybe. There we go. 3 and 4 to the main event. It looks like we're missing Hall and Pascal. So this is Howard, Aldrich, and Daly. That's right. Coming all the way back to me. Taco Bell Aldrich sitting out front right now. This one's a boat ride. 4 spots available in the main event. 3 riders showed up. So it's going to be Howell, Aldrich, and Daly getting your transfer spots.
Ready. Watch the gate.
Second rack of opens got. 9 to 12 opens got. Brindle, Laredo Jr., and Johnson rolling down through the first straightaway. Oh, we got Kelly up in there as well. Looks like Zane Brindle sitting out front right now, followed by Laredo Jr. Got Ireland Kelly and London Johnson taking 2 on out to the main event out of this one. Kelly and Johnson got a little bit of work to do. It's all Brindle and Laredo Jr. out on the 1-2 right now. A couple of experts trying to run away from the intermediates. Ireland Kelly not quite done yet. A little bit of a charge as we come in and out of turn number 3. Money on the line. 2 spots up for grabs all the way back to me. Laredo going to stretch it on out just a little bit. That's how it's going to go. Going to go Brindle and Laredo Jr. for your transfer spots. Out of 5, 9 to 12 open, second rack. God, Duncan Kent and Corbin Davidson taking 2 on out of this one as well. Looks like Duncan and Davidson out of the 1-2. Ivan Kent on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up in the program. Davidson took that outside line. Here comes Kent. They're going to be side by side as we go down through the 3rd straightaway.
Attention.
All kinds of defense being played right now. It's still jumping Duncan sitting out front right now. Davidson holding the back wheel. Here comes Kent pulling up the inside line. We got a 3-wide battle all the way back to the stripe. Going to go Duncan and Davidson for those 2 spots out of motor number 6. Great racing to bad boy Kent. 13 to 16 opens right now out on track. Oh, I got to flip back to my first page. Got the captain and the Bumblebee out running 1 and 2 right now. Bigfoot Kelly back to the 3 spot. Total points racing on this one. Going to look to tie it on up. Here is the captain Kennedy going to make it as they cross race in the main event. That's how it's going to go all the way back to me. Bicycle Shack colors of the captain. Going to put on the Jets for this round. Going to go Kennedy, Deal, and Kelly 1, 2, and 3. 17 and over opens. 8th the motor number. Got Madden Blake Tolfree out running 1, 2, 3. Looks like Madden and Tolfree out on the 1-2. Here comes Bubba Blake trying to find a way on up. They're so fast, dude. Onto wheels, goes out running. Oh, he went huge out of turn number 2. I haven't seen anyone try that triple in years. Going to go Matt and Tolfrey out running 1, 2. Blake back to the 3 spot. 2 spots up for grabs in a main event for the Opens. That's how it's going to go. Got Madden and Tolfrey running 1 and 2. Oh, my goodness, Amir. You didn't have to go that big just because you were in second. Turning the page back on over. Looks like 36-37 is the motor number right now. Got White, Miracle, McCullum, Lacoste, Schulte, and Hall. Oh, we're on back to... I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. 34, 535 are running 1 and 2 right now. Looks like the Hustler and J Money Sharp. 4 spots up for grabs in a main event right here.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders.
All the way back to me, the Hustler Brindle going to get a spot. 535 along with the 97. So that's Sharp, Shea, Brindle, and Howard getting your transfer spots out of 34. 35 is a motor number guy. Eulery, Tune, and Daly running just about like that. It's Nacho Eulery sitting out front right now, followed by G Money, Tune, Seth Daly on back to the 3 spot. This one is total points. They're going to do it like this all day long as we come all the way back. Daly trying to get a little bit of a run down through that 3rd straightaway, set him up down through 4. Tune took a peek right there, tried to get on by Eulery, nothing there. Now he's got a whole lot of Seth Daly in the rearview mirror. There he goes around the outside line. Daly going to go 2 for 1. He said, I want the lead. All the way back to me, going to go Daly, Eulery, Tune, 1, 2, and 3. That sets up a heck of a points battle in the main event. Daly and Eulery all tied up come main events. 36, the motor number now, 8-year-old intermediates. Got White, Miracle, and McCullum. 68 ride sitting out front right now.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All the way back to me, Christopher Shea going to get a spot along with Axel Miracle, 1 and 2 out of that one. $37 is the motor number. 2nd rack at 8-year-old intermediates. Got Lacoste, Schulte, and Hall.
Attention.
Looks like 42 and the 46 sitting out front right now. That's Keegan Lacoste and Tommy Gun Schulte. Hall on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up. We're taking 2 riders on out to the main event out of this one. Tommy Gun moving on up to the 1 spot. A little bit of elbow love. 42 rider Lacoste going to take it right on back. Hall got a shot now at it all the way back to the line. Going to go Keegan Lacoste for the 1 spot. We'll check with the finish line for that 2nd spot. 46 rider Tommy Gun Schulte. 2nd and final transfer spot. Great racing to Emmett Hall. 38's the motor number now. 9-year-old intermediates got McDonald, Campbell, Glassford, Hale, and Surratt. Aiden Surratt and Lachlan Lightning Campbell sitting out front right now, followed by the 75 and the 47.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start.
That's Barton and McDonald.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Oh, here comes Hale on the outside. Find a way on up. Looks like Surratt, Lachlan Lightning Campbell, Brennan Hale. Glassford moving on out of that one. 39 is a motor number now. 10-year-old intermediates got Hughes, Stewart, Chellis, and Deal. Got Chellis and T-Money Stewart sitting out on the 1-2. Here comes Hughes and Deal trying to find a way on up, taking 2 riders on out to the main event. Hughes and Deal got a little bit of work to do as we go in and out of turn number 3. Looks like Chellis and T-Money trying to stretch it on out just a little bit as we come all the way back home. That's how it's going to go. T-Money Stewart for a spot. Alfie Chellis for a spot out of 39. 40 is the motor number. 2nd rack, 10-year-old intermediates. Got Weberg, Olson, Lorenko, and Luce. Looks like Franklin Weberg sitting out front right now. Oliver Luce trying to find a way on up to the 2-spot 49 ride. Back to the 3, Cash Lorenko. Lily Olson back to the 4 spot, taking 2 riders on out to the main event once again. Looks like Weberg and Luce out running 1 and 2.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Luce getting a little bit of a run, trying to pull out just a little bit of a gap on Lorenko. 1-2 all the way back to the line. That's how it's going to go. Franklin Weberg and Oliver Luce, your 2 transfer spots out of 40. 41 is the motor number. Turn the page over to 11-year-old intermediates. Got Conklin, KB, Bass, and Monita. Looks like Benny the Jet trying to hold on to the one spot right now. Got a new rider sliding on up 137 ride. That's Alex Monita. Monita and Bass out on the 1-2. Here comes Conklin trying to get a handful of the one spot on the inside line. He's going to go third to first into turn number 3. Now we got Conklin, Monita, Bass, 1, 2, and 3 taking 2 riders on out to the main event. Bass going to put on the Jets, try to move on up to the top 2. We got a Bass all the way back home. Looks like Conklin. We'll check on that second spot. Hunter Conklin grabbing up 1 transfer spot. $42 is the moto number. 11-year-old intermediates got Davidson, Howell, Bass, and Barker. Looks like we got Barker and Davidson both hit the deck in round number 1. They're back up on it, running 1 and 2. 2 spots up for grabs out of this one.
Random start.
Howell and Bass putting on a little bit of a charge, with these top 2 are gone all the way back to me. Looks like Barker and Davidson going to get your 2 transfer spots out of that one. $43 is the motor number. 12-year-old intermediates. We got them running out front. I've been waiting for this all year. We got Johnson, and Wise leading them down through the 3rd straightaway. Sounds like a law firm running out front. I've been waiting on those 2 to be out front all year long. Looks like Johnson sitting out front right now. Wise holding on to that 3rd spot. Loose on the outside looking in, Nash trying to find a way on up. That's how it's going to go. Got A.J. Johnson, Derek Wise, and London Johnson grabbing up your 3 transfer spots out of 43. All right, going on back to motor number 41. The 2 transfers out of 11 intermediate. Motor number 41 are Hunter Conklin and Benny the Jet Bass are your 1, 2, and your transfers out of motor number 41.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate is down to motor number 44. 13-year-old intermediates got Fearing, Fetch, Young, Hill, and Odell. 5 riders go in. 4 are going to come on out. Looks like Neon Noah Odell sitting out front right now. State 9 ride sitting back to the 2 spot. That's Mason Young. Looks like Hill and maybe Fetch sitting on that 4 spot right now. Little Taquito trying to find a way on up. That's Fearing. Out of turn 2, Odell.
Attention.
Hill, Young, and Fearing 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fetch on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up into the main event. A little white line action from Young, but it's all Neon Noah Odell back to the line. Odell going to get a spot. Mr. Personality going to get a spot, followed up by Young and the little Taquito of Fearing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 45 is the motor number. Caden Kohler, Misbehaving Brinker, Mark Schlotzauer, and the Falcon of Jabril Belgrave. Ooh. Looks like Kohler in the 593 and Marin sitting out front right now.
Attention.
Marin got a little white line action from the 12 of Brinker right there all the way back to me. Taking 3 riders on out to the main event. Looks like Kohler, Brinker. Transfer spot out of that one. Kohler, Brinker, and Schlotzauer.
Attention.
46 motor number got Seedorf, Kessler, Pokup, and Scott. Looks like Pokup sitting out front right now. 529 to Kessler back to the 2 spot, followed up by Juicy J and Lady J running 3-4. That's how it's going to go all the way back to me. Going to go Pokup, Seedorf, and Kessler for your transfer spots. Out of motor number 46. 47 is the motor number. 16-year-old intermediates. got Fritz, Velasquez, and Kelly. Looks like Kelly and Velasquez are running 1 and 2 right now. Fritz on back to the 3 spot. Total points racing on this one. Racing for low points all 3 rounds.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
In and out of turn number 3. Went from a 3 in round number 1 to a 1 in round number 2. Cooper Kelly going to come on back for the 1 spot, followed up by Velasquez and Fritz, 1, 2, and 3. 48's a motor number. 36 40-year-old intermediates got Pavey, Askew, Carroll, and Mercer. Jason Mercer sitting out front right now. Looks like Charles Askew on back to the 2 spot. Looks like Pavey back to the 3. Carroll back to the 4. 3 riders going on out to a main event. Looks like Mercer and Askew still stretching it out just a little bit. Pavey holding on for that 3rd and final spot right now. April Carroll trying to find her way on up into the mix.
Ready, watch the gate.
Oh, Askew making moves, going to pull up alongside, take over that 1 spot all the way back to me. A little bit of airtime. Going to go Askew and Mercer for 2 transfer spots, and Justin Pavey for that 3rd and final spot out of 48. 49 is the motor number. 41 to 45-year-old intermediates got McCollum, Barton, and Dudley. Looks like 55 right sitting out front right now. Looks like Garrett Dudley coming out of O'Fallon, Missouri for Granada Cyclery. It's Dudley and Barton running 1, 2 right now. McCollum trying to find a way on up into the mix, taking 2 riders on out to a main event. Not total points. What you see is what you get. McCollum trying to put on a little bit of a charge. Dudley going to take on up. He's safe all the way back to the stripe. And the 67 rider, Brian Barton, going to get that 2nd and final spot out of 49. 50 is the motor number. 46 50-year-old intermediates got Hill, Steverson, and Woolery. Looks like Steverson and Hill running 1, 2 right now. Skeeter Woolery on back to the 3.
Okay, riders.
Keith, that helmet better be buckled.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
In and out of turn number 3, all the way back to us. Total points racing on this one. Steverson going to come on home for his 2nd ace so far, followed up by Mad Dog Hill for the 2 spot. Woolery for the 3. 51's motor number. Welcome to the girls club. Got Johnson, Shepard, Kelly out of turn number 1. Looks like Ireland Kelly and Peyton Johnson running 1 and 2. Smiley Kelly, Shepard on back to the 3. Johnson all over the rear wheel. Peyton, the Pink Warrior trying to find a way on by as we go down through the 3rd straightaway. Ireland Kelly doing everything right now, playing some defense as we go in on that turn number 3. All the way back home. Here comes the Pink Warrior. A little bit of a charge. Total points racing on this one. Ireland Kelly going to come home for another ace. Johnson for another 2. Shepard for another 3 out of 51. 52's total number. More total points racing for the 12-year-old ladies. Got Fly Rye Brown sitting out front right now, grabbing up a whole shot in the lead down through 2 straightaway. Got Super Soph Campbell back to the 2 spot. Mac Roberts on back to the 3. 1/3 of today's national anthem going down through the 2nd straight.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders
in and out of turn number 3. Looks like Fly Rye Brown sitting out front right now, still all the way back to the line, wire to wire, holding them down. Going to grab up her 2nd ace of the day. Fly Rye Brown on 2 aces. Super Sophia Campbell on 2 deuces, and Roberts for the 3s. I believe we may still need a chip hander outer as well. Check up to the board first, but if you have any interest in handing out trophy slips down at the finish line for today's racing, make sure to let us know. We'll get you on the board. We'll need you for main events. 53 is the motor number. 14-year-old ladies expert got Pelster, Seedorf, and Lynn. Looks like Seedorf and Pelster running 1 and 2 right now. Addison Lynn trying to find her way on up into the mix as we go in and out of turn number 3. 2 spots up for grabs. Seedorf was out front in round number 1, out front again in round number 2. Going to go Seedorf and Pelster for your transfer spots out of 53. 54 is the motor number. 41 to 45-year-old ladies expert got Grandma Mary Wallace, Miss Kitty, and Queen Gina Abernathy. Got Abernathy, Miss Kitty, and Grandma Mary out running 1, 2, and 3. In and out of turn number 3 through the section. It's all Abernathy sitting out front right now. Total points racing on this one. Abernathy going to come on back for another ace. Miss Kitty sitting on the 2 right now. Grandma Mary not quite done yet as we come all the way back to the line. That's how it's going to go. Miss Kitty coming on home for another 2 spot. Grandma Mary for another 3 out of motor number 54. 55 is motor number. Welcome to the expert class. Got Holly, Luce, Combs, and Shingleton. 4 come in, 3 go out. Got Luce, Shingleton, and Combs sitting out front right now, 1, 2, and 3. Elijah Holly on the outside looking in, doing all he can to find his way on up into a main event. Down through a 3 straightaway. Here comes Shingleton around the outside line, going to try to find his way on by. Left the inside a little too open. Luce going to put his wheel in there, slide back on up to the 1 spot. Shingleton going to pull up side by side. 3 spots up for grabs. They're racing like it's 1 once again. All the way back to me. Going to go Luce for a spot, Shingleton for a spot, and the nag 13 of Kane Combs. 56 is the moto number. 8-year-old experts got John Martin Avaney, Tristan T-Bone Moorhead, Bellamy Taco Bell Aldrich, and Charlie Cowles. Got T-Bone Moorhead and Martin Avaney outrunning 1-2 right now. Taco Bell sitting on the bubble. Got Charlie Cowles all over the rearview mirror trying to find a way on up into a main event on a Saturday. It's all Freaky Fast colors down through the rhythm section. T-Bone Moorhead holding that inside line. Martin Avaney all over the rear wheel trying to find a way on by. T-Bone says, not today. We got a move being made. Cowles going to pull a little high-low action, slide on up to the 3 spot all the way back home. See if he can hold it down. He can. Going to go Moorhead, Martin Avaney, and Cowles for your 3 transfer spots out of 56. 57 is the motor number. 9-year-old experts got Phillips, Tucson, Kuhn, and Holt. Oh, and Howard down through the corner number 2 right now. Tucson, Kuhn, and Clutch Howard outrunning 1 and 2. Holt had that 3 spot, a little bit of white line action in that second corner. Looks like Phillips going to slide on by. The Bullethead now got a little bit of work to do as we go in and out of turn number 3. Going to try to find his way on up in the program as we come all the way back home. That's how it's going to be. Back to me. Tucson, Kuhn for a spot. Clutch Howard for a spot. And the Bullethead Holt coming on by at the line for that 3rd and final spot out of 57. 58's the motor number. 10-year-old experts got Travis, Campbell, Alexander, and Boyce. Looks like Austin Boyce sitting out front right now. Got Knox the Fox back to the 2 spot. Gavin Campbell holding on to the 3 and the bubble. The party animal Alexander trying to find a way on up out of turn number 2. A little bit of work to do. Campbell trying to stretch it out just a little bit through the section, but it's all Boyce and Travis out running 1 and 2.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Wire to wire for Boyce. Going to go Boyce, Travis, and Campbell for your 3 transfer spots out of 58. Good racing to the party animal. 59's the motor number. 11-year-old experts. First rat got Laredo Jr., Dudley, and Brindle. Looks like Zane Brindle sitting out front right now, followed by Laredo Jr. Landon Dudley on the outside looking in. Got a little bit of Zach Campbell to staging. Zach Campbell to staging.
Attention.
Got it. In and out of turn number 3, all the way back to me. Looks like Zane Brindle going to go wire to wire on this one, all the way back to the line, followed by Laredo Jr. for your 2nd transfer spot out of 59. 60 is the motor number. Gate is down. The 11-year-old experts got Jumpin' Justin Powers, Evilly Vanderpool, and Jumpin' Duncan. 3 wide in and out of turn number 1. S Squared Missouri colors going to come on up with the 1 spot as we go down through the 2nd straightaway. 73 ride, that's Jumpin' Justin Powers coming out of Wentzville, Missouri as we go in and out of turn number 2, taking 2 riders on out to the main event. Vanderpool got a little bit of work to do. Looks like Evilly Vanderpool sitting back to the 2 spot.
Attention.
Oh, that's Duncan on back to the 2 spot. Vanderpool back to the 3. Got a side-by-side battle all the way back to the line.
Watch the gate.
Powers going to come on home for a spot. And the 23 ride of Duncan going to come on home for that 2nd and final spot out of 60. 61 is the motor number. Got Gosa, Couts, and Phillips. Looks like Patrick Couts sitting out front right now. J-Rock Gosa sitting back to the 2 spot. 48 ride of Mayday Phillips out of Lincoln, Nebraska, back to the 3 spot, sitting on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up as we go through the section. It's all onto West Coast. Couts stretching it on out just a little bit.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders.
2 spots up in the main event. 1 spot belongs to Patrick Couts. The 2nd to J-Rock Gosa out of 61. 62 is the motor number. 13-year-old experts got Hattie, Hughes, Turrets, and Taylor as we come in and out of turn number 1. Looks like Jake Hattie sitting out front right now. 24 right. Is that the comeback kid back to the 2 spot? That's Zach. What? Whoa. He looks nothing like he did when he got hurt a little while ago.
Attention.
New gear, new helmet, new bike.
Okay, riders, random start.
I'm used to being able to look up in the expert classes and like, oh, I know that one, know that one. All the way back to the line. Going to go Hattie, Campbell, and Hughes 1, 2, and 3 for your transfer spots out of motor number 63. Out of 62. I'm washed up, man. 63 is the motor number. Got Hingle, Kurtz, and Showmaker. Got Hingle and Kurtz, the comeback kid in the Orange Crusher, outrunning 1, 2. Local boys leading them around. Aiden Showmaker on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up as we go through the section. Single file. Kurtz trying to play a little defense. Showmaker trying to set him on up as we go in and out of turn number 3. 2 spots up for grabs in a 14X main event all the way back to me. The Orange Crusher at Hingle going to get a spot. And the comeback kid, Kurtz, going to get a spot out of 63. 64 is a motor number. Got Stafford Olson with the whole shots as we come out of turn number 1. 15X got Stafford Olson, Schwartz, Palm, and Powell. Looks like Stafford Olson Schwartz and the 111 ride at Palm running 1, 2, 3, and 4. 35 ride Jeff Powell on the outside looking in as we go down through the section. Powell trying to do a little bit of work, move on up in the program all the way back to the line. Looks like it's going to be Brody Stafford for a spot, Keller Olson for a spot, along with Palm and Schwartz. 66 is the motor number. 17 to 20-year-old experts got speed racer toll-free Jordan Blake and Sean Madden. Pretty good shot out of Madden, but it's all toll-free in and out of the middle of the field as we go down through the 2 straightaway. That's how it's going to go. Got toll-free and Madden on 2 wheels colors running 1 and 2. Triple, triple, triple. And oh, he tried that. That's probably the hardest one on the track. Out of turn number 3, 2 spots up for grabs in the main event. Going to go Sean Madden and Amir toll-free. Good racing to Jordan Blake. 67 is the motor number. 26, 35-year-old experts guy. Kenny Brindle, Darren Nash, and Sean Cash. Nash and Cash. Cash and Nash. Down through the second straightaway, it's all Kenny Brindle and Darren Nash out running 1 and 2 right now. Cash on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up. In and out of turn number 3, a little bit of shuffling around right there. Nash trying to keep his back wheel off
Okay, riders.
away from some contact all the way back to me. Going to go Brindle for a spot and Darren Nash for a spot out of 67. Gate is down on motor number 68. Spoboda, Novotny, and Hinton total points racing on this one. Pretty good shot out of Spike out of the outside line. Looks like Spoboda and Novotny going to lead him in and out of turn number 1. Jason, is that second straightaway the prettiest thing you've ever seen or what? It's gorgeous. Spoboda, Novotny hitting on running 1, 2, and 3. That's how they were running round number 1. Total points on this one. What you see is what you get. Racing for total points all the way back home. Going to go Spoboda for another 1 spot. Novotny for another 2. Hinton for another 3. That'll do it for round number 2. Everybody head on over to concessions. I'm getting there. He said hype them up. I'm getting there. We're getting everybody hyped up. I guess we can cheer during the music, cheer when the music dies down, because now the gate's dropping.
Okay, riders, random start.
Sticky situation, man.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right. The gate is down. Main events are underway here at the pre-race, and the Boogeyman's got a shot going down the first straightaway. Got Pelster, Brinker, Fink, Holt, Alexander, Johnson, and Myers. Got a pretty good shot out of Case and Myers in and out of turn number 1. Got Myers, Holt, and the 4 ride running 1, 2, and 3. That's Fink back to the 3 spot. In and out of turn number 2. Still the Boogeyman stretching it on out just a little bit. Got Kitty Cat Holt running back to the 2 spot. That's Holt. The Sasser of Fink on back to the 3 spot. That's out. Going to go all the way back to the stripe. Looks like going to go Myers, Holt, Fink, and Misbehaving Brinker. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Gate is down on 17 to 20-year-old women cruisers. Got April Carroll, Julia, the Lady J, Scott, and Mackenzie Birth, the birthday girl. In and out of turn number 1. Got a pretty good shot out of Lady J. High-low action. Door is slammed shut. Here comes Birth down through the second straightaway. Mackenzie Birth doing it for the Purple Heart Crew, sitting out front right now. Got Bert, Scott, Carroll running 1, 2, and 3 as we go in and out of turn number 2 all the way back down through the section.
Attention.
And everybody, when you get your trophy chips down at the finish line, bring them on up to the merch tent to get your rewards. Bring them up to the merch tent to get your rewards. That one's going to go Bertz, Scott, and Carroll 1, 2, and 3. 11's a moto number. Last rack of Lady Cruisers. Got Grandma Mary, Miss Kitty, and Queen G Abernathy. Got Abernathy, Miss Kitty, Grandma Mary running 1, 2, and 3 in and out of turn number 1. Purple Heart Racing colors of Abernathy sitting out front right now. Miss Kitty, I'm so glad you decided to go easy on these ladies every time you show up. She's like, I'll make it look close. I won't show you my full speed. We all know Miss Kitty could go pro if she wanted to. She laughed. I made Miss Kitty laugh, guys. Gonna go Abernathy for the 1 spot. Did you just say Vet Pro? Did you just call her old? What is wrong with you?
Attention.
Miss Kitty going to come on back for the 2 spot. Grandma Mary for the 3.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
7 and under cruisers got Holly, King, Shepard, and Luce rolling down through the first straightaway off. Pretty good shot out of the Astros. Asher, Luce, and King. King and Luce running 1, 2 in and out of turn number 1, followed up by Shepard and Holly. Oh, yeah. Factory LSG colors doing it for Donovan and the gang over there on the California side as we go in and out of turn number 2. It's still Asher King running in and out of turn number 1, followed up by Luce, Shepard, and Holly.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders
all the way
ready,
back home.
watch
Gold
the
Cup
gate.
3 going to go wire on this one. All the way back to me. Going to go Asher King for the 1 spot. Asher Luce for the 2. Weston Shepard for the 3 out of moto number 12. 13 is the moto number. Got Bowie, Cows, Martin Avaney, and the Knucklehead Anderson. Got the freight train sitting out front right now. Looks like Jackson Bowie doing it for the Bicycle Shack crew sitting out front right now. Got John Martin Avaney back to the 2 spot. Charlie Cows moving on up to the 3. Looks like the Knucklehead Anderson on back to the 4. Single file down through the section. Still the freight train trying to stretch it on out just a little bit. Little airtime out of Martin Avaney back to the 2 spot. All the way back at us right now. It looks like we got a pretty clear cut 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way back to me. Going to go Bowie for the 1 spot. John Martin Avaney for the 2. Charlie Cows for the 3. 14 is the moto number. Got Cool Hand Luke Phillips, Sawyer Penny, and Connor Toussaint Coonan. Pretty good shot out of Toussaint Coonan in and out of turn number 1, followed up by Penny and Phillips. 1, 2, and 3 down through the second straightaway right now. A little airtime out of Toussaint Coonan. Left the door a little open. Here comes Penny trying to move on up to the 1 spot. Penny's down feeder off the pedals for Toussaint Coonan. That opens the door for Cool Hand Phillips. Here comes Phillips coming on by around the outside. Going to go Phillips, Toussaint Coonan. 1, 2 down through the second straightaway. This one is as they cross. What you see is what you get. Phillips might have gotten a little birthday gift early right there, all the way back down through the 4th straightaway. That's how it's going to go all the way back to me. Going to go Phillips for the 1 spot, Toussaint Coonan for the 2, and we get Penny checked out over here on the second corner. He had a pretty good run down through the second straight, had a little bobble on the double, had already committed to the move. Just caught an elbow, went hands and face first. He's up and talking, thankfully. All right, everybody, give Sawyer a hand. He's up and rolling away in turn number 2. Good move, Sawyer. Good move.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Oh, the gate is down on motor number 15, 16, 10-year-old cruisers. Got the party animal Alexander, Boyce, Lynn, Travis, Noboom, Weberg, Hawthorne, and Tillman. Pretty good shot out of Bash Noboom in and out of turn number 1. God, Noboom, Boyce, Hawthorne running 1, 2, and 3. Knocks the Fox on back to the 4 spot, followed by the party animal back to the 5. In and out of turn number 2. Still Bash Noboom for the Ad Astor crew trying to stretch it on out just a little bit as we go down through the section. Austin Boyce still right there on the back wheel. See what we got coming all the way back home. Still Hawthorne, Travis running 2, 3, and 4. All the way back to me. Boyce put on a charge. Not quite enough for Bash all the way back home. Got Noboom, Boyce, and Hawthorne. You're 1, 2, 3. 17's the motor number, 11-year-old cruiser guy, Licktie, Duncan, Collingwood, Powers, Galbali, and Tremmel. Pretty good shot out of Tremmel on the outside. Going to slide on over. New rider trying to move on by. Looks like the 6 ride sitting out front right now. That's Frank the Tank. Here comes Collingwood. A little slide for Collingwood. Tucked the front end just a little bit. Still going to be Tremmel, Galbali. Now Licktie sliding on up to the 3 spot. We're getting Pierce checked out over there in turn number 2. Heck of a move, heck of a start out of the number 6 all the way back to the line. Frank the Tank going to lock it on down for the 1 spot, followed up by Galbali, Liptie. And it looks like that was jumping Justin Powers coming on home for the 4. Man, oh man, that's 2 straight. Pierce got his weight way down low, took a heck of a move in that turn 2. I thought he was going to pull it off. Just lost a little bit of traction on that front wheel. When you're leaning that much, a little bit of traction loss is all it takes. This kid's been active on the national circuit all year long, too. No stranger to aggressive moves, no stranger to hitting the ground either. Here he comes back up on his feet. Give him a hand. Mr. Pierce Collingwood back up and rolling. Going to finish it on out. I don't know when the 09 pickup happened. That's pretty darn cool.
Attention.
Just this year?
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
18 is the moto out on track. Up to the board, moto number 18. 13-year-old cruisers got Fearing, Galbali, Hughes, Rogers, Couts, and Gosa. Pretty good shot out of, I believe, Talon Galbali in and out of turn number 1. Looks like Galbali and Hughes are running 1 and 2. J-Rock Gosa trying to move on up to the 3 spot, but it's the 25. Mr. Colton Rogers sticking his front wheel in, going to move on up to the 3 spot. J-Rock going to take that move to the inside, slide on up. Now Gosa locking down the 3 spot. Rogers and Couts running 4-5. Rogers trying to come on by, but it's all Talon Galbali in and out of turn number 3 all the way back to me out of St. Charles, Missouri for the Dream Team. Going to go Galbali, Hughes, and J-Rock Gosa with the whole wide world coming after him. Going to hold on to the 3 spot, Mr. Rogers for the 4.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
19 is the motor number 15. Who's got Jamison Ashley, Keller Olson, Brody Stafford, Seth Schwartz, and Beckett Strike. A little white line action for Strike. Just about lost it, but held onto her down the 2 straightaway. Going to go Strike, Stafford, Olson, Ashley, and Schwartz. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stafford trying to pull up just a little bit closer as we go down through the section, but Strike is inching away as we go in and out of turn number 3. Stafford right there close. See if he's got anything for him down through the last straightaway. Nothing today. It's all Beckett Strike out of St. Peters, Missouri, coming on home for the 1 spot, followed up by Stafford. And was that Ashley coming on by for the 3 spot at the line? We'll check the finish line. That was Ashley for the 3. 20's the motor number now. 36, 40-year-old cruisers got Hess, Cash, Kepka, and Young. Pretty good shot out of Young, but it's all, I believe that's a 13 ride. Ooh, I thought it was Cash. Looks like Cody Hess sitting out front right now for the Black Crown crew. In and out of turn number 2. Looks like Hess, Young. Here comes Young on the outside trying to find a way on by as we go down through the section. Different lines side by side. It's going to be Young, Hess, Kepka, 1, 2, and 3. Cash back to the 4 spot.
Attention.
All the way back to me. That's how it's going to go. Going to go Young, Hess. Kepka. Good save, Matt. Looks like Sean Cash coming on by for the 3 spot. What on earth? What a save. 21's a motor number now. Got a pretty good one coming. Got Abernathy and Brown side by side. Corey Brown got the shot, but it's all Chad Abernathy with the inside line. Going to slide on up to the 1 spot. Here comes Brown trying to go around the outside, side by side down through the 2nd straightaway. Followed up by Hill and Johnson. Here they go, side by side. Abernathy trying to pick up a pedal. Brown around the outside. See if he can get a little bit of momentum for a high-low. Oh, right around the outside right there. What a power move down to the line. Purple Heart running 1-2 all the way back to me. Going to go Corey Brown, Chad Abernathy, and the Exterminator, and Neil Johnson. 1, 2, 3, 21.
Watch the gate.
22 is the motor number. 51 to 55-year-old Cruisers guy, Mike Lucas, Drew Jamison, and Roger Wellman. Pretty good shot out of Lucas out of the middle of the pack as we go in now. Turn number 1. It's all Lucas out of Carnage KCR colors for Raymore, Missouri. Oh, I messed up. From Carnage KCR for Raymore, Missouri. Riding for Raymore, Missouri. Guy Lucas, Wellman, Jamison out running 1, 2, and 3 right now. Here comes Wellman around the outside. See if he can get a little bit of momentum. Around the outside. See what Lucas got on the inside line. Brakes hit the ground. Wellman is down. Lucas going to ride on out with the 1 spot. Jamison moving on up to the 2. We're going to get Roger checked out over there in turn number 2. Turn number 3, I'm sorry. That one finished. Mike Lucas with the 1, Drew Jamison with the 2. He spun around quick enough. I didn't know if he finished the lap over here to check on his buddy, Mr. Wellman, over there in turn 3. Hey, Nana, do we still have pulled pork? Still have pulled pork. All right, head on over and get you some out of concessions. Mr. Wellman's up on his feet. He said, give me my helmet. They still got pulled pork over there in concessions. Still got burgers and dogs as well. Going to Ice still going strong too. Head on over. All of our sponsors are still out here in full force tonight.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Get loud, ladies and gentlemen. 23 is the motor number 5 and under novices going down through the first straightaway. Got Franklin, Holly, Cowles, and Brazy in and out of turn number 1. Key and Brazy got a good shot. He's going to get a whole lot of momentum down through this second straightaway. Key and Brazy sitting out on the 1 spot. Looks like Winnie Cowles back to the 2 spot. Here comes Zoe, Holly, and Piper Franklin. The girls battling hard for 2, 3, and 4. But it's all Key and Brazy stretching it on out, coming out of Lawrence, Kansas, all the way back to us. Cal still holding on for the 2 spot. Holly on back to the 3. Here comes Piper Franklin moving on by for the 3 spot down on that inside line. Going to make a shot at the top 2 as well. Looks like here comes Holly battling back. Not done yet as we go in and out of turn number 3. Going to hold it down for the 3 spot is Holly making a charge for the 2 as we come all the way back home. It's all Key and Brazy wire to wire on that one. Taking home the 1 on a Saturday. Winnie Cal stretching it on out a bit too. Winnie going to come home for the 2 spot. Followed up by Holly and Franklin 3 and 4.
Watch the gate.
24 is the motor number. Got Harves, Hall, Peterson, and Jackson, 6-year-old novice. Pretty good shot out of Roman Hall out of the inside line, but it's all Princess Piper Harves in and out of turn number 1. Going to slam that door shut as we go through the first corner. It's all Princess Piper out front right now. Fun fact, she had a birthday, last week? She was crying in her bed last night and said, I don't want to raise 6-year-olds because they're going to be too big and too fast. Child. In and out of turn number 2, it's all Harves, Hall, and Jackson running 1, 2, and 3. Brody Peterson on back to the spot, but it's all Piper Harves down through the section, trying to pull a little bit of a gap. Roman Hall is not letting her get far out at all. Got a drag race coming all the way back to us. Peterson knocking all over the back door. Carter Jackson trying to move on up to the 3 spot. All the way back to a single file back to the line. That's how it's going to go on a Saturday night. Piper Harves coming home for the 1 spot. Roman Hall for the 2, and Carter Jackson for the 3 with Brody Peterson rounding out the top 4. 25 is a moto number. 7-year-old novice. Got Hicks, Agee, Welch, Franklin, and Vaughn. Pretty good shot. Believe that's out of Logan Vaughn out of the middle of the field. We'll get a gander. No, it's a 23 right. Kyler Agee sitting out front right now. Got Kyler, Edwin, and Avery running 1, 2, and 3 down through the second straightaway. 120 right on back to the 4 spot of Isaac Hicks. Rounding out the top 5 with Logan Vaughn back to the 5 spot. It's all Kyler sitting out front right now. Here comes Edwin Welch on up to the spot. Avery trying to find a way to come on by for the 2. Going to come on by on the outside, see if Edwin can fight on back on the inside line. He's going to tuck it on back for 3rd place. Here comes Avery Franklin. Got a good one coming all the way back to the stripe, pulling up along the inside line. Got a charge. Let's see if she can make it stick side by side all the way back to the stripe. Not going to call that one for first. Edwin Welch coming on home for the 3 spot. We'll check with scoring on that one.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, at the line on that one, 23, we had a Kyler Agee coming home for the 1 spot. Avery Franklin for the 2. Narrowly out of motor number 25, 26. Motor out on track, got Hodges deal. And Rosari got Hunter Hodges sitting out front right now, stretching it on out just a little bit. Vivi the Vibe deal sitting back to the 2 spot, trying to hold off Liliana, who is charging hard down through that 3 straightaway. Got a good one coming for the 2-3. Hunter Hodges sitting on aces tonight, looking at a pretty safe win on the evening. The battles for the 2-3 all the way back home. Liliana got a pretty good run out of turn number 3. Not quite close enough, it doesn't look. That's how it's going to go all the way back home. Going to go Hodges, Deal, and Liliana Irizarry. 1, 2, and 3 will be your overall. 27's motor number. Pretty good shot out of Style. Parker looks like Monita Hall, Lamano, Parker, and Style in and out of turn number 1. It's all Colton Style trying to grab up a whole shot. Here comes Kyson Parker right there on his left side. We got a good one coming side by side down through the 2 straightaway. Adeline Hall back to the 3 spot, trying to take a peek at the inside line. Parker holding on to the 2 spot, going to try to make a run on by. I've heard a couple of rumblings today. Style trying to finish the job before State Sunday. This will be his last time around as a novice if he's able to get back to the line. Parker's close. Colton inched out just a little bit through the rhythm section. He might be home free all the way back to us. Get nice and loud. Put your hands together. Your newest USA BMX intermediate rider. Going to go Colton Style back home for the 1 spot. Kyson Parker for the 2.
Okay, riders,
Adeline Hall rounding out the top 3.
watch the gate.
28's a motor number. 11-year-old novice got Sweet, Yount, Marin, Eulery, Taylor, Lorenko, and Belcher. Pretty good shot out of Lorenko out of the middle of the pack, but it's all Landon Eulery in and out of turn number 1. Lando leading them on out. Lost one rider over the top of the corner. I believe that's Noak Belcher. He's back up on his feet over there, getting him checked out. It's all Eulery and the 9-rider Wrigley Lorenko running 1 and 2. 598 rides in back to the 3 spot. That's Elena Marin. Got Eulery, Lorenko, Marin running 1, 2, 3 all the way back home. See if Wrigley's got anything for Landon all the way back to the line. Not quite. Going to go Eulery, Lorenko, and Lana Marin 1, 2, and 3. Man, oh man. You think the stakes are high out here or what?
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
29, the moto out on track. 12-year-old novice got Kale Kepka, Riley King, SoFly, a Showmaker, Hayden Franklin, Lily Campbell, and Antonio Lopez DeWart. Pretty good shot out of Lily Campbell, but it's all Riley King in and out of turn number 1. Got King, Campbell, Lopez DeWart running 1, 2, and 3, followed up by Franklin and Kepka. Back to the 4, 5, but we got a good one coming all the way back out front. Riley and Lily running 1 and 2. Lily trying to pull her in just a little closer. Riley taking the outside lines, trying to stretch it on out down through the section. See if Lily Campbell's got anything for us. We go in and out of turn number 3. Still Lopez DeWart and Hayden Franklin running 3 and 4. Here comes Campbell. A little bit of a shot out of that 3rd and final corner. See if she's got anything all the way back to the stripe. Not quite close enough. Going to go Riley King, Lily Campbell, and Hayden Franklin coming on by for the 3 spot out of motor number 29.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
30 is the motor number. 13-year-old novice guy, Skylar Visnich, Cruz Lorenko, Bentley Morgan, and Jackson Howell. Pretty good shot out of the inside line. Oh, it's the outside line coming on by. I believe that's Visnich sitting out front. No, it's a 47 ride. Cruz Lorenko sitting out front right now. Lorenko, Morgan, and the 871. That's Visnich running 1, 2, and 3. Jackson Howell round out the top 4. In and out of turn number 2, down through the section. Still Lorenko, Morgan, Visnich running 1, 2, and 3. Bentley trying to reel him in just a little bit more, but Cruz turned on the Jets out of that 3rd and final corner. He's gone, coming all the way back home. That's how it's going to roll. Cruz going to come home for the 1 spot. Bentley for the 2. Skyler for the 3.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Opens to staging. Opens, head on up to staging. All age classes, head on up to staging. Be ready to roll. 31's the moto number now. 15-year-old novice got Cooper Lorenko, Henry Campbell, and Blake Laney. Pretty good shot out of Lorenko. That's Cooper as we go down through the second straightaway. Coming out of Buffalo, Missouri, got Henry Campbell sitting back to the 2 spot. Blake Laney back to the 3. That is one fast novice. Anyway, Laney sliding on up to the 2 spot all the way back home. Gonna go Cooper Lorenko, getting a little airtime for the 1 spot. Battle back to the 2-3. It's all Laney grabbing the 2 spot. Henry Campbell on back for the 3.
Ready? Watch the gate.
32 is the moto number. 3640 novice got Monita, Harrell, Pavey, Glassford, and Sharp. Bellamy Aldrich to staging. Bellamy Aldrich to staging. Pretty good shot out of the 578 right. I believe that's Glassford. No, that's Tyler Sharp sitting out front right now. Glassford coming on by for the 2. Kevin Harrell on back to the 3 spot, followed by the 188 right of Pedro Monita. Still Sharp, Glassford, and Harrell running 1, 2, and 3. Here comes the 188 ride. There's Monita trying to slide on by for the 3 spot as we go in and out of turn number 3. New rider coming around the outside line. Dan Glassford going to run away with the 1 spot all the way back to me. Monita moving on by for the 2. Going to go Glassford, Monita, and Sharp. 1, 2, and 3 all the way back to the line. Kev Harrell rounding out the top 4.
Ready? Watch the gate.
Once again, all open main events. Head on up to staging. Bellamy Aldrich needs you up to staging. 33 is the moto number. 46 to 50-year-old novice got Eilers, Dominguez, and Howard in and out of turn number 1. Pretty good shot out of Jonas Dominguez in and out of the first corner down the second straightaway. Got Dominguez, Howard, Skater Boy running 1, 2, and 3. Alvin Howard sitting on 2-1s to this point. He's got to finish out in second place, and he'll be looking at an overall victory for the night. One more time. Maybe not. Howard pulling up alongside Sure wants to win all 3 as we come all the way back home. Dominguez trying to hold him off. We got a side-by-side battle all the way back to the stripe. Looks like 306 ride coming home. Dominguez for the 1 and the overall 2. Howard for the 2nd spot and the overall 1. Eilers coming on back for the overall 3. Yeah, I got it. Bellamy Aldrich, last call. Bellamy Aldrich to staging. Bellamy Aldrich, last call to staging for the open main event. Look at all these beautiful faces. Hi, guys. Is there anywhere else you'd rather be on a Saturday night? The correct answer is no. There's nowhere else you'd rather be. This is it, right here. This is as good as it gets.
Attention.
Good to roll.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Gate is down. 8 and under opens as we go in and out of down the first straightaway. Pretty good shot out of King out of the middle of the pack. Got Little, Howard, Avini, Aldrich, Daly, and King. Pretty good shot out of Asher King. The Golden Boy Graham Little ride on his back heel as we go down through the second straightaway. Got King, Little, Martin, Avini sitting on the 1, 2, and 3. Oh, $50, right? $50 bonus in the pocket of Asher King as we come all the way back home. $40 to the winner here, $24 to second place. Little trying to find a way on up to the 1 spot as we come all the way back home. Martin Avani on back to the 3. That's how it's going to go. Single file all the way back to the stripe. $90 to Asher King out of that one. $24 to the pocket of Little. And John Martin Avani coming home with $16. Once again, whole shot award, guys. Whoever gets out of turn 1 first, even if you don't win the night, come home with a little bit of extra cash. Get loud, ladies and gentlemen. Opens ready to roll. 9 to 12.
Watch the gate.
Bam, gate is down. Let's see what you got. Got Carson, Brendel, Davidson, Laredo Jr., Duncan, Nobum, Davidson, and Gosa. Pretty good shot out of Bash Nobum on the outside, but it's all the Silent Assassin in and out of turn number 1. Wait to say it. Cha-ching. There's $50 in the pocket of the Silent Assassin. Got J-Rock and Nobum run 2-3. Here comes Nobum moving on up to the 2 spot. Gosa going to try to slide on by. J-Rock holding on to the 2 spot. Got Davidson, Nobum fighting for the 3-4. Laredo on back to the 5. Got $55, $33, and $22 on the line. Gosa going to try to slide on back on by. Going to white line Nobum all the way back home. $105 to Carson all the way back to the line. Looks like Nobum Davidson, I believe, was the 2-3 there. $33 to Nobum. We'll check on third place, but it'd be $22. 1, 2, gold 1. That's Carson, $55. 2 ride to Nobum with 33, and the gold 1 to J-Rock Gosa coming on home for the 3 spot, $22.
Watch the gate.
Oh, he's buying dinner for sure. 13 to 16 open. Got Kelly, Kennedy, and Deal. The door is slammed shut. Here comes the captain sitting out front right now. Cha-ching, 50 bucks in the pocket of Kennedy all the way back home. Kennedy, Deal, Kelly, 1, 2, 3 as we go in and out of turn number 2. Here comes Deal trying to find a way on up into the one spot. They're tied up in points as we come down through the third and final corner. $30 to the winner alone because there's only 3 of them in the class. All the way back to me, $80 on the night, Mr. Jasper Kennedy. 50 for the whole shot, 30 for the entry fee money.
Okay, riders, random start.
17 and over.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Bam, gate pops down, pretty good shot out of Funk out of the middle of the pack. Oh, I got McCann and Madden right on the outside. Toll-free looking back. Let's see what we got all the way back home. Single file as we come all the way back to me. Going to go Funk, McCann, Madden. Toll-free 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see what McCann's got. Freaky Fast trying to do anything he can, reaching deep in the bag of tricks as we go down through the third straightaway. Going to go Funk, McCann, Madden. Still 1, 2, and 3. Toll-free trying to find his way on up for a little bit of money. As we go in and out of turn number 3, McCann trying to put on all he's got, but it's a show right now. Funk going to come all the way on back. The whole shot money, along with 25 bucks, $75 into the pocket of Camden Funk. Freaky Fast, 15 bucks, and 10 bucks, making your entry fee money back to Sean Madden. Whew.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate is down on moto number 35, coming down through the first straightaway. 7 intermediates, got Eulery, Toon, and Daly. Pretty good shot out of Nacho Eulery as we go down in and out of turn number 1. Got to go Beckham, Seth, Grayson running 1, 2, and 3. Daly moving on up to the 2 spot. G-Money Toon on back to the 3. See if Daly's got anything hiding in the back. He's been working track speed all day long. Top 2 are tied up in points. Eulery trying to hold on for a 1 spot. He can't let Daly by if he wants to hold on to the overall. Seth doing everything he can. G-Money trying to play spoiler as we go down through the third straightaway. In and out of turn number 3. See what Daly's got. He's been doing it all day long. Got a side-by-side battle all the way to the stripe. Coming right on by like it's effortless. Daly going to come on back for the overall 1 spot. Nacho Eulery going to get the overall 2. G-Money Toon for the 3.
Watch the gate.
Gate is down on motor number 34. 6-year-old intermediates got Sharp, Shea, Hicks, Miller, Gwynn, Tonga, Brindle, and Hauer. Pretty good shot out of Tonga out of the middle of the pack. Let's see what he can do. He's got a whole lot of competition on the outside. Miller going to slide on up to the 3 spot. See, we got sitting 267 right back to the 2 spot. That's Titus Hauer. Got Tonga, Hauer, Miller running 1, 2, and 3. Let's see if Hauer can make anything happen down through the 3 straightaway. Tonga got the whole wide world coming after him as we go down through the section. Feeder off the pedals for Austin Miller back to that 3 spot. He's going to get back on it nice and quick. Hold on to it as we come all the way back to the line. Little peek over the shoulder for Tonga trying to see what he's got. He's got a whole lot of Titus Hauer right in the rearview mirror all the way back to us. That's how it's going to go. Going to go Eli Tonga for the 1. Titus Hauer for the 2. Austin Miller for the 3.
Here, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
36 is the moto number. 8-year-old intermediates got Miracle, Lacoste, Shea, and McCullum, along with Lacoste, Pascal, Schulte, and Anderson. Pretty good shot out of the bug. Pascal as we go in and out of turn number 1. He's got the 23 ride of the Knucklehead. Anderson all over the back bumper. Side by side down through the second straightaway, followed by the 35 ride back to the 3 spot. Carter Lacoste along with Tommy Gunn Schulte. In and out of turn number 2. Got Pascal. Here comes Knucklehead trying to go on by on the outside. Heard a rumbling. He's trying to move on up to the expert class. Pascal trying to play spoilers. We come all the way back home. Side-by-side battle all the way to the line. Kid loud for him. Pascal trying to hold him off. Said, you're going to have to wait to move up till tomorrow. Going to go Pascal on home for the 1 spot. The Knucklehead Anderson back for the 2. Believe that was the 20th. Ooh. Full moto on back. All of moto number 36 and 37, 8-year-old intermediates, head back to the finish line, please. All of moto 36, 37, head on back to the finish line.
Ready, watch the gate.
38 is the moto number. 9-year-old intermediates out on track. Barton, Campbell, Hall, Glassford, Harrell, Hale, and Surratt. Let's see what we got in and out of turn number 1. Got Saccone, Hall, and Stinky Harrell running back 2-3. It's all the 15 rides sitting out front right now. Not on my sheet. Here comes Fetty Hall sliding on up to the 1 spot. Lost the top 2. Lost Fetty Hall. Lost the 15 ride. It's Stinky Harrell sitting out front right now, followed up by Surratt. And the 73 and the 75 going to go side by side. That's Brennan Hale and the 75 ride of Barton. Going to go side by side. Barton going to slide on up to the 3 spot. We come all the way back to the line. Going to go Stinky Harrell for the 1 on a Saturday night. Aiden Surratt coming on home for the 2 in the 75 ride of the Warthog. Barton coming on back for the 3. Saccone's back up on his feet, y'all. Give him a hand. All right, everybody, moving on back to Moto 36-37, your final finishing order. Gordon Pascal is in first place. Connor Anderson finishing in second place. Keegan Lacoste back to 3, and Carter Lacoste was moved to last place for actions on the first straightaway. So once again, final finishing order on that one. Gordon Pascal, Connor Anderson, and Keegan Lacoste, 1, 2, and 3 out of 8-year-old intermediates. Okay, now we can breathe.
Attention.
Oh, nope, there's another gate.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
10 intermediates out on track. 39's the motor number. Got Harves, Hawthorne, Stewart, Chellis, Weberg, Duval, Tillman, and Luce. Pretty good shot out of E.J. Hawthorne as we go in and out of turn number 1. Creighton Harves sitting on back to the 2 spot right now. Looks like Jeffrey Hill. Tillman back to the 3. Big Mac Duval back to the 4. Down the second straightaway right now. Got Hawthorne and Harves running 1 and 2. These boys were battling all year early in the season. Let's see what we got as we come down through the 2 straightaway. Looks like Mac moving on up to the 3 spot. These boys, we call them the big 3 of this class out here all year long, battling at the locals. Going to go Hawthorne, Harves, Duval, 1, 2, and 3 as we come in and out of turn number 3 all the way back home. That's how it's going to go on a Friday night. Going to go Hawthorne, Harves, Duval, and Tillman, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Random start.
You.
Watch the gate.
Gate is down. Motor number 41. 11-year-old intermediates got Curley, Conklin, King, Bass, Davidson, Morgan, Lamano, and Barker. Pretty good shot out of Chase Mode Curley on the outside line, but it's all Bro and Morgan as we come in and out of turn number 1. Cha-ching, imaginary hole shot money got Broen, King, Chase Curley, and Vinny Lamano running 1, 2, and 3. Davidson moving on up to the 5 spot. Lamano on back to the 4. All the way down through the section. Got Morgan, King, Curley running 1, 2, and 3. Lamano and Davidson battling for that 4 spot. Here comes Curley trying to get a piece of the pie for second place. King going to slam that door shut all the way back home. Back to the line for Morgan, stretching it on out on a Saturday. Going to go Morgan for the 1 spot. Dylan King for the 2. Chase Mode Curley for the 3. And Vinny Lamano rounding out the top 4.
Ready, watch the gate.
43 is the motor number. 12-year-old intermediates. Gate is down. Got Velasquez, A.J. Johnson, McMorris, Wise, London Johnson, and Knox Martin. Oh, pretty good shot out of A.J. Johnson out of the inside line. Couldn't quite get the door slammed shut. Velasquez has been haunting this class all season long. He's been sitting way for most of the year. Looks like Velasquez and Johnson running 1 and 2. Got McMorris on the 49 right on back to the 3 spot. That's Knox Martin. 1, 2, and 3. Still Velasquez, Johnson, McMorris. A couple of local boys out running 1, 2, 3 on a Saturday for the Edge Racing Crew. The Rock 1 going to come on back for the 1 spot, followed up by Velasquez. Oh, that's Velasquez, AJ Johnson, and Tyler McMorris. 1, 2, and 3 out of 43.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Bam, gate is down. Moto number 44, 13 intermediates. Got Welch, Fearing, Penny, Young, Alexander, Hill, and Odell. Pretty good shot out of the lady in black right now. Looks like Ava Alexander in and out of turn number 1, followed up by Penny, Odell, and Welch. 1, 2, and 3. Mason Young on back to the 5 spot. Oh, Penny trying to go around the outside. We got a battle on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Alexander and Penny running 1 and 2 right now. Here comes Penny around the outside line, trying to get a little bit of momentum. Slam that door shut. That's how it's going to roll. Penny going to slide on up to the 1 spot all the way back home. Gave you a hand, Mr. Penny. Unlock some potential on this lap all the way back home. Going to go Archer Penny, Ava Alexander, and Neon Noah Odell. 1, 2, and 3. Welch on back for the 4. What a race. 45 is the moto number. 14 intermediates. Got Kohler, Harris, Brinker, Schlotzauer, and Belgrave. Pretty good shot out of the Falcon out of the outside line. Looks like Jabil Belgrave in and out of turn number 1. Going to go Belgrave, Harris, Schlotzauer trying to get a peek on that 3 spot. Looks like the 12 ride going to slide on by. That's misbehaving Madeline Brinker. In and out of turn number 1 still. Belgrave, Harris, and Brinker 1, 2, and 3. Belgrave stretching it on out just a little bit. He's got a whole lot of golden peddler in the rearview mirror. Let's see what Dakota can make happen all the way back to the line. That's how it's going to roll. Got
Attention.
Belgrave, Harris, and Brinker 1, 2, and 3. Schlotzauer round out the top 4.
Ready. Watch the gate.
46 a motor number. 15-year-old intermediates. Got Jonjovic, Seedorf, Kessler, Svoboda, and Pokup. Pretty good shot out of Lola J. Not a pretty good shot. Really good shot out of Lola J. Oh, got a little squirrely right there. Almost buried the front end in the asphalt in and out of turn number 1. Going to go Lola J, Malin Pokup, and Juicy J Seedorf running 1, 2, and 3. Cheese Dust trying to find her way on up into the podium as we come all the way down through the 3 straightaway. Lola said, I'm going to take it a little bit easier. I don't want to scare myself again. Got Jonjovic sitting out front. Here comes Svoboda trying to get a piece of the... lost Svoboda, lost Kessler all the way back home. Going to go Jonjovic, Pokup, Seedorf 1, 2, and 3. Looks like Max is back up, checking on Emmy Svoboda over there. Just an elbow lock out of turn 3. Not a whole lot you can do once the elbows come together. Give Max Kessler a hand all the way back home out of St. Peters, Missouri, getting it back up and rolling to the stripe. We're getting Emerson checked out. Justin Svoboda over to turn number 3. Justin Svoboda, please head over to turn number 3. Oh, he's coming on down. I feel like I can't kneel down because I got cords all over the place. You show up, we will tell you what to do. Walk in here and act like you own the place. Nah, I'm kidding. That might have been about the most exciting 3-moto run I've seen in a minute, guys. Camden said, I agree. Said, yeah, sounds about right. I need a drink. It's Coke, guys. It's Coke. Chill out. Push standby harder. Hey. Nothing, really. Everybody get Hot food is done over in concessions. If you want to head over and get your snacky stuff, packaged goods, you're still more than welcome to, but we are done with the grill for the night, done with our pulled pork for the night. Ooh, are we?
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right. The gate is down on motor number 47, 16-year-old intermediate. It's got Braden Fritz, Kyle Velasquez, and Super Cooper Kelly. Pretty good shot out of Kelly in and out of turn number 1 as we come all the way back to us. Let's see what we got. Pretty good shot out of Kelly. Going to go Kelly Velasquez, Fritz, 1, 2, and 3 as we go in and out of turn number 2. Kelly trying to stretch it on out just a little bit. Why are you yelling? Are you mad at me? In and out of turn number 3, single file. Fritz trying to find a way on up. We're going to have to do a little bit of math coming all the way back home. Kelly going to end the night with a 1 spot on 5 points all the way back home. Velasquez going to come on back for a 2 spot.
Okay, riders.
Fritz on back for a 3, so your overall finish on that one is going to be Kelly getting the tiebreaker for first. Velasquez with the overall 2. Fritz with the overall 3. 48's the moto number. 36-40 intermediates got Pavey, Askew, Hicks, Hess, and Mercer. Pretty good shot. I believe that's the 5.56 sitting out front. Now it's the 91. I'm all over the place. Tyler Hess sitting out front right now. There's the 5.56. Ben Hicks back to the 2 spot. Got Hess and Hicks running 1, 2, followed by Askew, Mercer, and Pavey 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hess stretching it out just a little bit as we come in and out of turn number 3 all the way back home. What you see is what you get on this one. Askew putting on a little bit of a charge for the 2 spot. Going to go Hess.
Attention.
Hess, Hicks, and Askew, your 1, 2, 3 out of 48.
Ready, watch the gate.
49 is the moto number. 41 to 45-year-old intermediate. Scott Barton, Bradshaw, and Dudley. Pretty good shot out of Dudley out of the middle of the pack, but it's all Grant Bradshaw in and out of turn number 1. Bicycle Shack colors on the shiny Gold Cup 1 down through the second straightaway. Going to go Bradshaw, Dudley, Barton, 1, 2, and 3. Single file down through the section. Bradshaw trying to stretch it out just a little bit. Dudley not letting him get far away at all. Barton said, I'm going to let you guys battle state finals tomorrow. I can go back to my hotel, take a little break, get a good night's sleep. All the way back to me. Going to go Bradshaw for the 1 spot, Dudley for the 2, Brian Barton for the 3 out of 49.
Ready, watch the gate.
50 is the moto number. 46, 50-year-old intermediates guy. Mad Dog Hill, Good Time Steverson, and Skeeter Woolery. Pretty good shot out of Good Time Steverson out of the middle of the pack. He's got a whole lot of Matt Hill, Mr. Personality Senior, over there on the outside line down through the second straightaway. A.K.A. Mr. Personality, A.K.A. Mad Dog, A.K.A. Complaints Department. He's a man of many talents. Down through the third straightaway, looks like Steverson still sitting out front. Steverson looking at a 1-1-1 right now. Good times trying to finish it on out. He's got a whole lot of Matt Hill in the rearview mirror. See what we got coming all the way back home. Tied up for points between Woolery and Hill. Looks like Matt Hill going to get the better for the 2 spot all the way back home today, but it's all Brian Steverson with a 1-1-1 on the night. Perfect scores. Going to go Steverson, Hill, Woolery, your overall 1, 2, 3. 51's a motor number. 11-year-old girls experts. Welcome to the ladies club. Got the Pink Warrior, Peyton Johnson, Smiley Kelly, Shepard, and Ireland Kelly. Here comes the showdown. The Pink Warrior been trying to figure out Ireland Kelly all night long. Still going to go Kelly, Johnson, Shepard. 1, 2, 3 down through the second straightaway. The Pink Warrior trying every trick in the book, trying to get on by Ireland Kelly as we go down through the section right now. Single file. Still Kelly, Johnson, Shepard, 1, 2, and 3 as we go in and out of this final corner. Got a drag race coming all the way back to the stripe. See what the Pink Warriors got left in the tank. Kelly puts on the jet, said, I'm going to hold you off for one more day. Going to go Kelly, Johnson, Shepard, 1, 2, and 3. That'll be your overall as well.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
52 is the motor number. 12-year-old ladies expert guy, Mackenzie Roberts, Super Sophia Campbell, and Fly Riley Brown. Camden, give me a high five. Out of here. You going to be here tomorrow? Oh, have fun. Have a good night. It's all Fly Riley Brown sitting out front right now. Been out front all evening long. Total points on this one. Super Sophia Campbell hanging right there close on the 2 spot. Mac Roberts on back to the 3. Single file in and out of this third and final corner all the way back to us. That's what it's going to be Fly Rye Brown, Super Sophia
Attention.
Campbell, and Mackenzie Roberts. That'll be your overall 1, 2, 3 on the night out of 52.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
53 is the moto number, 14-year-old ladies experts got Kit Kat, Holt, Pelster, Finks, and Seedorf. Pretty good shot out of Dabney Seedorf, shutting down Kit Kat down that first straightaway as we go in and out of turn number 1. Cha-ching, little whole shot action out of Seedorf. Here comes the 2-bike all the way back home. Looking like the Sasser Ava Fink got Seedorf, Fink, and Holt 1, 2, and 3. Pelster on back to the 4th spot as we go in and out of turn number 2 all the way back down through the section. Just about Seedorf trying to get a little bit fancy down through that 3rd straightaway. Got the whole wide world coming after her. Got a side-by-side one right here. Fink, Holt trying to get a piece of the pie all the way back home, but it's going to be Seedorf holding on for the 1 spot, followed up by the Sasser of Fink and Kit Kat Holt 1, 2, and 3.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right. 54 is the moto number, 41 to 50-year-old women's expert. Got Gregory Wallace, Miss Kitty Westenauer, and Queen Gina Abernathy. Say what? Oh, they might have. That previous moto might have been the 1, 2, 3 in class and cruiser. But it's all Queen Gina Abernathy right now sitting out front as we go down through the section, followed up by Miss Kitty and Grandma Mary running 2 and 3 all the way back home. Total points on this one. They've been doing it like this all night long. Looking at a perfect night all the way back home. That's going to be Abernathy for the 1 spot. Miss Kitty going to come on back for the 2 spot. Grandma Mary for the 3. That'll be your overall on the evening as well.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
That is a FaceTime call from Mr. Xander Hopkins. Had to tell him I'm currently announcing a race. 5 is the moto number, 7-year-old experts got Asher King, Asher Luce, Kane the whole Combs, Eula Shingleton, and Weston Shepard. Got King, Luce, and Shepard running 1, 2, and 3 right now, followed up by Shingleton and Kames rounding out the top 5. Canes, Combs, Canes, Chicken. As we come in and out of turn number 3, whole lot of moving going on. Shepard trying to find a way on up to the 2 spot, but it's all Asher King doing it for Donovan and the gang over at the LSG crew. Going to be Asher King coming back for the 1 spot, followed up by Luce and Shepard, 1, 2, and 3.
Ready, watch the gate.
56, the moto number, 8-year-old experts got John Martin Avaney, Jackson Bowie, T-Bone Moorhead, Charlie Cowles, and the Golden Boy Graham Little. Pretty good shot out of the freight train as we've seen all year long in and out of turn number 1. Here comes Bowie, followed up by Moorhead and Little 1, 2, and 3. The Freaky Fast gang trying to keep pace with the Bicycle Shag rider of Bowie. They've been struggling to all year long as we come all the way back home. Let's see what T-Bone's got. Everybody's been taking shots at this kid all year long trying to figure him out. They haven't quite done it yet. John Martin Avaney hanging back to the 4 spot, followed up by Cowles on the top 5. Here's Little trying to find a way on by on up to the 2 spot, but it's a drag race for the 2-3. It's all Jackson Bowie sitting out front right now, back to the line. Little coming on by for the 2. Going to go Bowie, Little, Moorhead, 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
57 is the moto number, 9-year-old experts got Howard, Tucson Coonan, Holt, Bailey, and Kent. Pretty good shot out of Tucson Coonan, but it's all Juicebox Bailey in and out of turn number 1. Going to go Bailey, Tucson Coonan. Pretty good aggression out of Kent right there to move on up to the 3 spot, followed by Holt and Howard round out the top 5. Single file down through the 2nd straightaway. It's all the Juicebox, Arrow Bailey. Oh, tires are rubbing back there. Howard holding on back for the 5 spot. It's all, here comes Kent trying to find a way on by Tucson Coonan side by side as we go in and out of turn number 3. It's all Bailey sitting out front right now. Here comes Kent trying to get a piece of the pie, moving on to that 2nd spot, all the way back to me. That's how they're going to go single file. Going to go Bailey, Tucson Coonan, and Kent 1, 2, and 3 out of 57.
Okay, riders, random start.
The showdown.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate is down to motor number 58. 10-year-old experts got Knox the Fox Travis, the G-Man Gavin Campbell, Austin Boyce, Xavier Davidson, and Bash Noteboom. Bash got a little bit of white line therapy as we go down through that first straightaway. Going to slide on up for the 2 spot, followed up by Campbell and Boyce back to the 3-4. But it's all Xavier Davidson. Edge Racing Colors sitting out front right now, trying to stretch out just a little bit of a gap, but he's got a whole lot of Noteboom right over that rearview mirror. Might have made the wrong call right there. Going to take the outside line, left the inside wide open for Noteboom. We got a drag race coming side by side. Davidson trying to come on over. Here comes Noteboom moving on up to the 1 spot. Got a drag race back to the line. Good luck winning a drag race against Noteboom, though. All the way back to the line. Astro Colors of Bash going to come on back for the 1 spot. Davidson for the 2. Believe that was
Attention.
And we'll wait for finish line on
Okay,
that
riders,
one.
random start.
That was Note Boom and Davidson, your 1-2.
Ready, watch the gate.
That was the 24 ride, Austin Boyce for that 3-spot. Turn on over to 11 experts. Hector Laredo Jr., Zane Brindle, Lake Tie, Collingwood, Tremble, Powers, Duncan, and Gallbally. Pretty good shot out of Pierce Collingwood as we go in and out of turn number 1. Going to go Collingwood, Tremble, and believe that's the 6 ride. Gallbally running 1, 2, and 3. Lick Tie on back with a 4. Here comes Laredo Jr. making his way on in. Going to slide up to the 4 spot. But it's all Pierce Collingwood right now. He's got a whole lot of Frank the Tank Tremble all over the rearview mirror. Let's see what we got coming all the way back home. Here comes Tremble putting on a little bit of a charge. See what we got all the way back to the line. Collingwood going to hold on to it. Going to go Pierce Collingwood. Frank the Tank Tremble. And the 6th ride of Bentley Gallbally rounding out the top 3.
Watch the gate.
60 is the moto, and 061 is the moto number now. 12-year-old experts. Got Gosa, Couts, and Carson. Pretty good shot out of the Silent Assassin coming out of O'Fallon, Missouri, running for the throwdown crew. That's Logan Carson running all the way back home. J-Rock Gosa going to try to put the door slam on Couts. Couts going to slide on up to the 2 spot, hold on to that 2nd. Here comes Gosa, a little high-low action, going to move on up to the 2 spot, lock it down as we come all the way back home. But it's all Logan Carson sitting out front on this one as we come in and out of turn number 3. Little peek over the shoulder. He said, I got a gap. I'm good. Chill it down all the way back to the line. That's how it's going to go. As they cross, going to go Logan Carson. Oh, Couts coming on by for the 2 spot. J-Rock Gosa for the 3 out of 61.
Ready, watch the gate.
62 is the motor number. 13-year-old experts got Hattie, Campbell, Gallbally, Schulte, and Hughes. Pretty good shot out of Talon Gallbally as we go in and out of turn number 1. He's got a whole lot of the butcher, Jude Schulte, running back to the 2 spot. We got Hattie, Campbell. Oh, he put a different helmet on this time. Cool, I recognize him now. Hughes moving on up to the 4 spot as we come in and out of turn 3 still. Or turn 2 still Gallbally, the butcher, and Jake Hattie running 1, 2, and 3. Hughes and Campbell trying to find their way on up, but it's all single file as we come in and out of this 3rd and final corner. All the way back to me. Going to go Talon Gallbally wire to wire. The butcher is Schulte for the 2 spot, and Jake Hattie coming on back for the 3.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start.
Simmer down.
Ready, watch the gate.
Bam, 63, the motor number 14-year-old experts got the Orange Crusher Hingle, the comeback kid of Kurtz, Bigfoot Kelly, and Wise Guy Wiseman. Pretty good shot out of Rogan Kelly in the inside line, but it's all the Orange Crusher going to get on over and shut the door. Got Hingle, Kelly, Kurtz, your 1, 2, 3. Wise Guy on back to the 4 spot. A little bit of airtime out of Kelly. He's got a good run out of turn number 2. We got a good one coming, single file, but they could not be much closer. Rogan Kelly doing everything he can, reaching deep in the bag of tricks to see what he got for the Orange Crusher, but it's not a whole lot as we come all the way back to the line. He's got a run, not quite enough. Going to go Hingle, Kelly, Kurtz, 1, 2, and 3 out of motor number 63.
Okay, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Strike, Stafford, Deal, Schwartz, Kennedy, Palm, and Neal. Pretty good shot out of Beckett. Strike, but it's all the captain, Jasper Kennedy, going to lock down the 1 spot as we come in and out of turn number 1. Going to go Kennedy, Strike, Deal. 1, 2, 3. Here comes Stafford back to the 4 spot, followed by Olsen round out of the top 5. In and out of turn number 3. Single file. It's still the captain, Strike, and the Bumblebee running 1, 2, and 3. Let's see if we get any shifting as we go in and out of this 3rd and final corner. Stafford trying to find a way on up to the podium. All the way back to us. The Kennedy stretching it way, the captain and Kennedy stretching it on out back to me. Going to go Kennedy, Strike, Deal, and Stafford, your top 4 out of 15 expert.
Random start.
4 and 65.
Watch the gate.
66, the motor number, 1720 experts. Guys, Speed Racer Tollfree, Sean Madden, and Camden Funk. Oh, a little bit of squirrely out of Madden right there. Believe Tollfree sat on back. Think we had a little contact down the first straightaway right there, but it's all Camden Funk, Amir Tollfree, Sean Madden running 1, 2, 3. Here comes Tollfree on up to the 2 spot. See if he's got anything for Funk, but he's stretching it on out just a little bit down through the 3rd straightaway. See if he's got anything in the tank for the Funky Monkey all the way back home. He's stretching it out just a bit. Might have enough to get himself home. Charge out of Tollfree, not quite enough. Going to go Funk, Tollfree, Madden, your 1, 2, 3 for the 1720 experts.
Random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Downtown Brown, Kenny Brindle, Darren Nash, and Freaky Fast Austin McCann. Pretty good shot out of McCann out of the inside line. Got Nash, Brown, and Brindle running 2, 3, and 4 as we come in and out of turn number 1. Freaky Fast Colors, the pilot sitting up front right now. That's all Freaky Fast McCann as we go in and out of turn number 2, staying nice and low. He proved earlier he can still run with the kids. He said, I got to race my class too, huh? I'll race with the big guys. It's all good. Got Nash, Brown, Brindle running 2, 3, 4 in that order as we come all the way back home. That's how it's going to go. Nag 9, Freaky
Attention.
Fast, going to come home for the 1 spot, followed by Nash and Downtown
Riders,
Brown,
in
1, 2,
order.
and 3.
Ready, watch the gate.
Last one, I know you guys can make a little bit of noise. We got 41 to 45 Expert 68. The motor number got Svoboda, Novotny, and Hinton in and out of turn number 1. Svoboda, Spike going to bring it on home. Grab a, I guess we'll call it the moral hole shot. He didn't get money, but he got a little bit of appreciation for it. We go in and out of turn number 2 still. Svoboda, Novotny, Hinton running 1, 2, and 3. Total points on this one. They've been doing it like this all night long. Svoboda sitting on the 1s, Novotny on the 2s, Hinton on the 3s. That's what we're going to see. Oh, Svoboda feeder off the pedals. Go left, boys. Take a second, Justin. All the way back home. Going to go. I shouldn't laugh. That's bad. Nick Novotny going to come on back for the 1 spot. Zechariah Hinton for the 2. You just need to cross the line, Justin. He said, I will. Give me a second. Man, oh man. So that's going to end with Novotny grabbing up your 1 on a tiebreaker. Svoboda going to come on back for the 2. Hinton for the 3. What a race, gentlemen. All right, everybody. That'll do it.